Welcome to the fantasy audiobook. One Punch Man. Take Saitama as his disciple at the beginning. Chapter 81. I am the one who. The one-horned fairy still wanted to refute. But the anesthetic took over and he passed out. Just when Dr. Kinos was trying his best to transform Asura. Chen Ming and the zombie men finally arrived. This is the evolution house. They have just moved here. There must be a lot of hidden sentries around. Be careful not to alert them. The zombie man lowered his voice and observed the surrounding situation vigilantly. Don't worry, leave it to me. Chen Ming grinned. The fatigue on his face disappeared instantly. There is only reward in the eyes. Ding, congratulations to the host for successfully killing the wolf-level python monster and obtaining a strength enhancer plus 30. Ding, congratulations to the host for successfully killing the wolf-level python monster and obtaining the physical enhancement agent plus 30. Ding, congratulations to the host for successfully killing the wolf-level python monster and obtaining speed enhancer plus 30. Ding, congratulations to the host for successfully killing the wolf-level python monster and obtaining scales x20. Less than half an hour before and after. Chen Ming opened his investigative eyes. Eliminate all the hidden sentries placed nearby by the evolution house. After a rough calculation, there are more than a dozen. But most of them are at the wolf level, or even weirdos in the wolf level. There are only 2 weirdos below the tiger level. Although the attribute rewards are a little less. But one of them exploded with a strange crystal core. This wave is not a loss. Is it solved? The zombie man looked at Chen Ming in surprise. Well, let's go. Chen Ming nodded. It must be done before the other party notices. Quickly go in, grab a wave and run away. Good. The zombie man nodded. Then he walked towards the evolution house. Same as last time. The zombie man continued to walk ahead. But it seems that we are in a hurry. Evolution house has no traps. At least so far, Chen Ming and the zombie man have not triggered any traps. The 2 of them reached the 5th floor smoothly. According to previous experience, there will be some weirdos placed on the 5th floor of the evolution house to act as guards. Although it's probably the same as the previous 4 floors. But the 2 of them didn't dare to be careless. Chen Ming and the zombie man looked at each other. After being fully prepared, then he rushed in. Who are you fools? There's an intruder. Destroy them. On the 5th floor, a dozen weirdos who were responsible for guarding found Chen Ming and the zombie man. He rushed towards the 2 of them. Investigative eyes. Chen Ming checked the weirdo in front of him. Peak wolf level. Peak wolf level. Peak wolf level. Under the tiger level. Under the tiger level. Under the tiger level. Tiger level. When the last cheetah-shaped monster was seen. Chen Ming raised his eyelids. Unexpectedly, the 5th floor has tiger-level weirdos arranged there. If I had known, I would have called the mosquito lady. If only the mosquito lady were here. Constall this cheetah-shaped weirdo. Buy him time. Correct. Chen Ming's eyes fell on the zombie man beside him. This guy can't be beaten to death anyway. Just perfect for holding back the cheetah monster. I'll leave that guy to you. Chen Ming said to the zombie man. Then take advantage of surprise and take advantage of speed. He rushed towards the peak wolf level monster beside him. 1 punch passed. Easily take care of 3 peak wolf level monsters. Asshole. Treacherous humans. I'm going to kill you. Chen Ming suddenly took action. This angered the weirdos who were below the tiger level. Several weirdos roared, rushed towards Chen Ming. Chen Ming dodged the frontal attack sideways. Twist the waist. Shoot directly at the 2 tiger-level monsters on the left. Boom, boom. The 2 tiger-level weirdos didn't take Chen Ming seriously at all. In their view, the human in front of me is only a little faster. The rest is nothing at all. However, when the fist fell on him, he realized how ridiculous this idea was. Unfortunately, it's too late to regret. PFF'd. 2 tiger-level wolf-shaped monsters fell in a pool of blood. This kid is so strong. Use the madness potion. The few remaining weirdos saw Chen Ming once again take down 2 weirdos with tiger-level strength. His expression changed. When the wolf was at its peak. They haven't taken it seriously yet. After all, Chen Ming came here as a sneak attack. Secondly, the monster at the peak of wolf level is very weak and not enough to watch. But just now, in a frontal attack. But he killed 2 weirdos with tiger level strength with 1 punch. This has threatened their own lives. Don't dare to be careless in the slightest. A few weirdos didn't hesitate. He took out the madness potion and swallowed it directly. Roar. Ouch. Moo. Several weirdos instantly went into a state of rage. Scarlet eyes stared at Chen Ming. Drool was constantly drooling from the corners of his mouth, and his expression was ferocious and terrifying. Investigative eyes. Chimpanzee monster, violent state. Strength, below tiger level. Ability, heavy punch with both fists. Wolf-shaped monster, violent state. Strength, below tiger level. Ability, claw tier. Bison-shaped monster, violent state. Strength, below tiger level. Ability, deadly charge. Fine. Looking at the three weirdos in a violent state. The strength is still only below the tiger level. Chen Ming breathed a sigh of relief. If this is a weirdo among the three tigers, just run away. However, Chen Ming still did not dare to be careless. After all, the three weirdos cooperate with each other. If you are not careful, you will receive a box lunch. Roar. The chimpanzee monster suddenly roared into the sky. He suddenly rushed towards Chen Ming. Both feet exerted force suddenly. He rushed directly from 4 to 5 meters away. Fortunately, it was inside the building. If this is in an open space, Chen Ming felt that the chimpanzee might be able to fly directly. Just when Chen Ming narrowly dodged the chimpanzee monster's double fist punch, the wolf-shaped monster on the other side also rushed forward. Chen Ming was attacked with sharp claws. Look at the deep cuts left on the wall. Chen Ming's scalp felt numb for a while. If this is accidentally cut, I'm afraid even my life is in danger. Moo. Chen Ming didn't wait to take a breath. The bison-shaped monster on the other side also joined the battle. A pair of horns as sharp as knives launched a fatal charge towards Chen Ming. Chen Ming could only cheer up and continue to dodge. Boom. Although Chen Ming dodged in time, but the wall behind him suffered. It was directly smashed into pieces by the bison-shaped monster. Chen Ming was frightened again when he saw it. Do you want me to help you? Just when Chen Ming was tired of dealing with it, the zombie man on the side spoke out. Have you already dealt with the cheetah-shaped monster in the tiger class? Chen Ming took the time to cast a doubtful look and glanced quickly. Just this glance made him lose his composure instantly. What's happening here? Look at the zombie man and the cheetah-shaped weirdo living together peacefully. Chen Ming began to doubt life. Are there still such peace-loving people among weirdos? Or, this cheetah-shaped weirdo is an old acquaintance of the zombie man. That's why the two of them didn't take action. But whatever the case may be, Chen Ming didn't have the time to think too much now. Because it is within the scope of the investigative eye. A powerful guy is approaching. How is this going? The Beast King was originally guarding outside the laboratory, protecting Dr. Genos, who is conducting transformation experiments. As a result, I heard the sound of fighting coming from the 5th floor. Was temporarily photographed by Genos. Lord Beast King. It's Lord Beast King. Lord Beast King, we have discovered several intruders and are preparing to eliminate them. Chimpanzee monsters, wolf monsters, buffalo monsters. The three weirdos were shaken. I regained some consciousness. He spoke quickly. A bunch of trash, you can't even get rid of 2 intruders. 1 minute, I'll give you 1 minute. If you can't get rid of the intruders, there is no need for you to continue to exist. The jungle of the jungle, trash, all of them should be go to hell. The Beast King glanced at the 3 tiger-level monsters with contempt. Yes, the 3 weirdos didn't dare to refute, breaking into a cold sweat. Cheer, they are clear. The Beast King was not joking with them just now. If you can't get rid of the intruder in front of you in 1 minute, then they must be the ones who die. Human being, just go and die. Die, asshole, why are you insisting? Wouldn't it be better to die? The 3 violent weirdos briefly regained some consciousness. His eyes were locked on Chen Ming in front of him. They rushed towards Chen Ming together. Chen Ming was startled. Unexpectedly, I met the number 2 combat beast king of the House of Evolution. Subconsciously, he was ready to run away. But looking at the Beast King, there was a bit of fatigue on his face. The condition seems to be bad. Chen Ming suddenly had a bold idea. Maybe, probably, maybe, not sure, can you give it a try if you have a chance? Investigative eyes. Chen Ming threw his investigative eyes at the Beast King. Beast King, Strength, below ghost level. Ability, lion/meteor shower. The strength below the ghost level. Chen Ming looked at the Beast King in front of him. His eyebrows were raised slightly. If only he. Don't say it's a ghost level. Even at the peak of tiger level, even above tiger level. He turned around and ran away without even looking back. But now, Chen Ming cast his gaze on Xiaohei, who was sleeping soundly on his shoulder. Xiaohei's strength has now reached the middle tiger level. Although there is still a little gap between the strength of the Beast King. But the difference is not huge. And the most important thing is, Xiaohei's teeth are very sharp. Even the heavy armor on the armored gorilla can be easily broken. The Beast King may not be able to stop it, as long as he attracts the Beast King's attention from the front. Then create opportunities for Xiaohei. Take it by surprise. It's not certain that the Beast King can really be defeated. This was Chen Mingzunger's first encounter with a ghost-level weirdo. I'm afraid the rewards will definitely be great. And in addition to Xiaohei's strength, Chen Ming has this confidence. More importantly, the state of the Beast King himself. It seemed that he had just experienced a battle before. Not in the best condition. This also gave Chen Ming greater confidence. Beast King, is it you? The zombie man on the side looked at the Beast King in front of him, with a bit of anger on his face. Oh, is it you, sandbag boy? Why did you break into the 5th floor so easily? It turned out that you, a traitor, was leading the way. Why, you managed to escape, and you didn't find a place to hide, like a mouse. If you want to live, you will be sent to your door again. Do you really think I can't kill you? The Beast King sneered, scoffed. HMPH. If you can kill me, then do it. The zombie man roared. He rushed directly in the direction of the Beast King. Don't overestimate your own capabilities. The Beast King glanced disapprovingly. Then he punched the zombie man. PFF'd. A zombie man whose morale was high a second ago. The next second, it was directly blasted into a pile of slag. Chen Ming couldn't help but twitch the corners of his mouth. This zombie man reminded him of a wise saying. Pretend to be the best. Get the most severe beating. The harsh words were spoken well before. As a result, he couldn't even take a punch. Fortunately, the zombie man is strong enough. In the blink of an eye it was back to normal. Then he continued to rush towards the Beast King. Then came another punch from the Beast King. The beaten zombie man stood up again. Then a punch. Get up again. One punch. It's like being stuck in an infinite loop. A constant punch. A constant resurrection and then going up to get beaten. At first, Chen Ming felt a little shocked. But I soon got used to it. Too lazy to pay attention. Even if you want to go up and help. We must first deal with the 3 tiger-level weirdos in front of us. Die. Chimpanzee monsters, wolf monsters, buffalo monsters. The 3 weirdos shouted loudly together. They rushed towards Chen Ming together. Well done. Chen Ming looked at the 3 weirdos rushing towards him, not surprised but happy. If these weirdos are still the same as before, one by one, he has no choice yet. But now 3 weirdos come together. This gave him the opportunity to use his strength to make a huge difference. Chen Ming waved his hands. Use the secrets of Tai Chi. The move obviously hit, but it seemed like it didn't hit. A huge force seemed to hit the cotton. No less effective. This feeling of wrong power made them depressed and wanted to vomit blood. What makes them even more depressed is yet to come. The attack was clearly aimed at Chen Ming. But don't know why. Halfway through, the direction suddenly changed. Smashed at the companion on the side. Asshole, chimp, what are you doing? The wolf-shaped monster was caught off guard and was directly hit in the weak waist by a pair of chimpanzee fists. He lay directly on the ground and couldn't recover for a long time. You can't blame me. It was this bison guy who suddenly bumped into my ass. The chimpanzee covered his buttocks, which was still bleeding, and glared at the buffalo monster fiercely. I didn't want to either. Who made this stinky wolf suddenly attack me, causing me to lose track of direction? The buffalo monster was also aggrieved. The 3 weirdos got into a mess and blamed each other. In response, Chen Ming grinned. This is naturally his contribution. Just now, the moment 3 weirdos attacked, he rushed forward. Using 4 ounces of force and leveraging force, the direction and trajectory of the 3 weirdos were changed. And then this mess started. You still have time to fight now. Mr. Beast King doesn't have much time left for you. The cheetah monster on the side turned his head and glanced at the three of them, and warned them in a cold voice. Correct. The three weirdos suddenly reacted. Lord Beastmaster only gave them 1 minute. Now it seems that half of the time has passed. If you don't hurry up, they are the ones who suffer. Asshole, you brat, you are trying to sow discord between us. Court death. I'm going to knock you to death. The three weirdos stared fiercely at Chen Ming in front of them. Immediately, three weirdos suddenly stood over each other. Combined technique. I'm so excited. Do weirdos have combined skills? Chen Ming's heart skipped a beat when he heard this. Careless. It should have been a quick decision just now. You shouldn't watch the show from the sidelines. These guys are all below the tiger level. If you use combination skills, the power is definitely. Chen Ming was nervously observing the three weirdos and guessing what the power of their combined skills would be like. As a result, the three weirdos were just talking. The attack method is still the same as before. Immediately stunned. I almost couldn't help but swear. What's the difference between this and before? Aren't they just three weirdos coming together? Fortunately, he really took it seriously just now. I thought these three weirdos were hiding some big tricks. It turned out to be a false alarm. In this case, the corners of Chen Ming's mouth rose. Then it's his turn to perform. Shocked, Chen Ming directly started to shock. The strength of the three weirdos is at the same level as Chen Ming. Plus being caught off guard. His eyes were dull, and he stood there in a daze, losing consciousness. The corners of Chen Ming's mouth rose. Twist the waist. All the power is concentrated in both fists. Directly blast towards the two nearest weirdos. PFF'd. The chimpanzee monster and the wolf-shaped monster haven't reacted yet. I received the lunch box. Chen Ming turned around. Take advantage of the last moment of shock. Use the fighting skills of an intermediate martial artist, Ghost Shadow, and instantly increase your speed by 50%. Come to the buffalo monster. Another punch. Ding. Congratulations to the host for successfully killing the tiger-level chimpanzee monster and obtaining a strength enhancer plus 80. Ding. Congratulations to the host for successfully killing the tiger-level chimpanzee monster and obtaining a physical enhancer plus 80. Ding. Congratulations to the host for successfully killing the tiger-level chimpanzee monster and obtaining speed enhancer plus 70. Ding. Congratulations to the host for successfully killing the tiger-level chimpanzee monster and obtaining the intermediate-level violent potion plus 1. Ding. Congratulations to the host for successfully killing the tiger-level wolf-shaped monster and obtaining a strength enhancer plus 80. Ding. Congratulations to the host for successfully killing a tiger-level wolf-level monster and obtaining a physical enhancer plus 80. Ding. Congratulations to the host for successfully killing the tiger-level wolf-level monster and obtaining the speed enhancer plus 90. Ding. Congratulations to the host for successfully killing the tiger-level wolf-shaped monster and obtaining the intermediate violent potion plus 1. More than 10 electronic sounds sounded in succession. Rage potion. Chen Ming was stunned for a moment. Somewhat disappointed. Kill monsters in a violent state, and you will most likely receive additional rewards. Just like last time. Kill the berserk man in a violent state. It's like being shocked. I originally thought I had killed 3 monsters in a violent state this time. Definitely gain new skills, but I didn't expect that I only got the violent potion in the end. It would be more practical to give this thing more attribute rewards. Intermediate level violent potion. After taking it, you can instantly enter a violent state. Strength, speed, and physique increase by 50%, lasting half an hour. Side effects. During use, the sanity will be reduced by 80%, and there are people below the ghost level. Effect. Chen Ming looked at the introduction given by the system. I couldn't help but be stunned. Then a look of ecstasy appeared on his face. Sent. He is going to post this. It can actually increase strength, speed, and physical fitness by 50%. To use an analogy. For example, now his 3 dimensions are close to 3000. Increase by 50%. In 3 dimensions it would become about 4000 and 5000. The strength is directly approaching the tiger level. With this violent potion, the cheetah monster in the tiger class who is also afraid of a hammer. Just do it and it's done. Wrong. Chen Ming calmed down quickly. He has a mid-level rage potion. Of course there are cheetah monsters too. The cheetah monster is better than him right now. After taking the violent potion, he will still be stronger than him. Or, Chen Ming hesitated. There are exactly 3 bottles of intermediate potions now. Why don't you try synthesizing a high-level madness potion? Just do it. Chen Ming directly summoned the weapon synthesis editor. Put 3 intermediate madness potions in it. Synthesis. Ding. The synthesis is successful. Congratulations to the host for obtaining the Advanced Madness Potion. Advanced Madness Potion. After taking it, you can instantly enter a violent state. Strength, speed, and physique increase by 75%, lasting half an hour. Side effects. During use, sanity will be reduced by 50%, dragon level the following works. Not bad. Chen Ming looked at the Advanced Madness Potion in his hand. The more I watch, the more satisfied I become. He couldn't help but grin. This potion is actually effective at dragon levels and below. For example, after reaching the ghost level, if you continue to take it, you may even have a chance to reach the dragon level. Catch the enemy off guard. It can turn the tide of the battle in an instant. Originally, Chen Ming planned to use it later when he fought against the powerful cheetah monster. But after reading the introduction of Advanced Madness Potion, I immediately gave up the idea. It is too wasteful to use now. If it doesn't work, the worst case scenario is to wake Xiao He up. Anyway, I have the monster core on hand now, so it doesn't matter if I wake him up. And after solving the cheetah-shaped monster, even if the monster core is not dropped, can also be obtained from Beastmaster. After all, ghost-level monsters will definitely drop monster crystals. What tricks did you just use? Why were 3 of them hit at the same time? The cheetah monster looked at Chen Ming fearfully. The scene just now was too shocking. The chimpanzee, the wolf-shaped monster, and the buffalo monster, these 3 guys suddenly seemed to be stupid. Standing there blankly. Then the kid in front of him suddenly punched. Take care of the 3 of them easily. If we wait until Chen Ming fights him. Also resorted to this method. Can he resist it? If you can't resist it, will he also end up with the same fate as the chimpanzee, the wolf-shaped monster, and the buffalo monster? You'll know if you try it. The corners of Chen Ming's mouth rose. He said in a pretentious manner. The cheetah monster didn't dare to act rashly. He just observed Chen Ming from a distance, trying to determine whether what Chen Ming said was true or false. It turns out that these 3 useless things were defeated so easily. On the other side, Beastmaster is still playing endurance games with Zombie Man. Take advantage of your free time. He raised his eyes and glanced this way. Looking at the chimpanzee monster, the wolf-shaped monster and the buffalo-shaped monster have fallen to the ground. A scoff. There was no trace of compassion on his face. Instead, he looked disgusted and disgusted. In his opinion, this world is originally a place where the weak eat the strong. Only the strong deserve to live. The only use for the weak is to be killed by the strong. Other than that, it doesn't make any sense. Why are you still standing there? Do you want to be like those 3 guys? The Beast King glanced at the cheetah-shaped monster who was still observing the situation. Feeling the malicious gaze of the Beast King, the cheetah-shaped monster's heart trembled. We can only bite the bullet and take action. So fast. Chen Ming has been vigilantly observing the movements of the cheetah-shaped monster. The cheetah-shaped monster was still 10 meters away. In the blink of an eye, she was in front of him. A pair of sharp claws struck directly at the vital point. I just go all out and don't hold anything back. Looking at the cheetah-shaped monster, he wanted to make a quick victory. Chen Ming didn't dare to be careless. After all, he is only below the tiger level now. Facing the tiger level cheetah monster, both speed and strength were at a disadvantage. But, while Chen Ming dodged, his eyes fell on Xiao He, who was sleeping soundly on his shoulder. Attack, Xiao He. Chen Ming grabbed Xiao He unkindly and threw him directly towards the cheetah-shaped monster that rushed up. The cheetah-shaped monster has its claws crossed. Claws that were sharper than weapons wanted to tear Xiao He into pieces. Xiao He, who was sleeping soundly a second ago, sensed a crisis. He woke up instantly. The fleshy body nimbly moved and dodged in the air, easily dodging the attack of the cheetah-shaped monster. Then it turned into a stream of light. He didn't wait for the cheetah-shaped monster to react. bite directly through the cheetah monster's chest. Then got in. The cheetah monster only felt a pain in his chest. Haven't reacted yet. It felt like my internal organs were being grasped together by a big invisible hand and torn apart. The cheetah monster fell heavily to the ground in pain. Still want to struggle, but soon he started to bleed from all his orifices. There was no movement. Ding. Congratulations to the host pet Xiaohei for successfully killing the tiger-level cheetah-shaped monster and obtaining a strength enhancer plus 100. Ding. Congratulations to the host pet Xiaohei for successfully killing the tiger-level cheetah-shaped monster and obtaining a physical enhancer plus 100. Ding. Congratulations to the host pet Xiaohei for successfully killing the tiger-level cheetah-shaped monster and obtaining the speed enhancer plus 120. Ding. Congratulations to the host pet Xiaohei for successfully killing the tiger-level cheetah-shaped monster and obtaining the intermediate violent potion plus 5. Ding. Congratulations to the host pet Xiaohei for successfully killing the tiger-level cheetah-shaped monster and obtaining a pair of sharp claws. Not bad. He is worthy of being a powerful monster in the tiger level. So many things were revealed in one breath. Not to mention the intermediate violent potion and claws, the three-dimensional attributes alone, this is the first time it has exceeded 100. If only at the beginning. Just have such strength. Once you get rid of a monster in the tiger level, you can be directly promoted to the wolf level. Of course, this is just a thought. After all, if you only have the strength below the wolf level. Not to mention solving the weirdos in the tiger level. Even if you encounter a group of wolves, it will be difficult to deal with it. Oh, Xiaohei quickly came out of the cheetah monster's body. Yawning, he looked like he hadn't woken up yet. Apparently fighting the cheetah-shaped monster didn't put any pressure on it. In that case, Chen Ming's eyes fell on the Beast King who was below the ghost level. The cheetah monster with medium strength in the tiger level has revealed so many things. What good things can the Beast King below the ghost level reveal? Chen Ming was full of anticipation, aiming at the Beast King on the side, and threw Xiaohei out again with his backhand, who wanted to fall back on his shoulder to sleep. Attack again, Xiaohei. The Beast King, who was making sandbags, seemed to sense something. Turning his head, he looked at Chen Ming with a pair of scarlet eyes. Human boy, I didn't expect that you still had a few seconds to kill even the cheetah, but that's all. I'm going to show you how big the gap is between the ghost level and the tiger level. The Beast King glanced at the body of the cheetah monster and looked at Chen Ming with a slightly more serious gaze. But that's all, because in his opinion, even if Chen Ming could kill the tiger level cheetah monster, he would still be a weakling. There is a huge difference between tiger level and ghost level. He only needs to move a few fingers to crush Chen Ming like an ant. The Beast King walked toward Chen Ming with long strides. However, this human being obviously only has tiger-level strength. He actually stood there, motionless. There was still a faint smile on his face. Why is that? Does this kid have anything else to rely on? What powerful person is lurking around here? Is there still a trap? The Beast King stood there. Many thoughts ran through my mind. Make countless assumptions, although the various hypotheses have different directions. But the results are all the same. News about this tiger-level human being. There must be something to rely on. And that person to rely on is probably the strong man that Dr. Genos is afraid of. How come? How could that person catch up here so quickly? What is this? A cold sweat broke out on the Beast King's forehead. The pride and arrogance on his face had long since disappeared. Only worry and tension remain. Chen Ming looked at the Beast King who was standing motionless. Confused. Didn't Xiaohei just get in? Even if you have already started. The strength of this Beast King has reached the ghost level. The vitality should be very tenacious. At least you have to toss for a while, or make a few attacks. How could he be so motionless? Chen Ming, hurry up and seize the opportunity, let's go together. The zombie man, who was covered in blood and looked very embarrassed, saw the Beast King standing there blankly. I think this is a good opportunity. He immediately rushed towards the Beast King. What am I doing? Your sister. You unfortunate thing. Looking at the zombie man who suddenly rushed up. Chen Ming was so angry that his nose almost became crooked. Something like that. It's like you finally called a girl. All preparations have been made. It's about to start a real fight. Then your brother pops up. Also insert it. Who can bear this? Chen Ming rushed forward with a lunge. Just kick the zombie man. Boom. Zombie man never expected it. Chen Ming would suddenly attack him. He fell directly under the table beside him. Chen Ming, what are you doing? The zombie man crawls out from under the table. He frowned at Chen Ming. It's too dangerous for you to do this. This guy, the Beast King, is very powerful and cunning, so it's better to be careful. Chen Ming laughed twice. Of course it is impossible to tell the truth. He said haha casually, but it was so far-fetched that even he himself didn't believe it. But I never expected it. The zombie man actually believed it. You're right. The Beast King seems simple-minded, but he is full of tricks. You should be careful. If it weren't for you, I would have been fooled. Hee. The corners of Chen Ming's mouth twitched a few times. Sure enough, he was worthy of being named the best pig teammate. This title is really not justified. When he rescued the zombie man in the community before, Chen Ming felt that the zombie man deliberately sold him and used him as bait to attract weirdos, and then took the opportunity to fight back and cooperate to eliminate the weirdos together. But now it seems, zombie man is really stupid. But at the moment, he was in no mood to complain. At this moment, all the attention was on the Beast King. To be precise, it was Xiao He inside the Beast King. What's going on? The Beast King was hesitating whether to run away quickly or to kill Chen Ming quickly. Suddenly I felt a sharp pain in my body. The internal organs were mixed together, and he broke into a cold sweat from the pain. No, there's something in the body. The Beast King reacted quickly. He repeatedly hit the nearby wall with his body, trying to use this method to stop the actions of unknown things in the body. However, he was bruised and swollen. The guy inside the body was not affected at all. PFF'd, blood vessels as thick as an adult's arm. In front of Xiao He, it was simply not enough. Even the heart is protected by layers of muscles. He couldn't resist Xiao He's pace. Look at the strong, beating heart in front of you. Xiao He couldn't help but lick his lips. It's not just what it is though. But I can feel it in my heart. But it has the energy it needs most. I didn't even think about it immediately. Just bite into it. Well, the king of beasts, who had already adapted to the intensity, could not bear it this time. Trembling violently all over, I struggled several times to save myself. But in the end they failed. As the Beast King's tall body fell heavily, Chen Ming's ears also heard a prompt sound on time. Ding! Congratulations to the host pet Xiao He for killing the ghost-level Beast King monster and receiving plus 200 strength enhancer. Ding! Congratulations to the host pet Xiao He for killing the ghost-level Beast King monster and receiving plus 200 physical enhancement agent. Ding! Congratulations to the host pet Xiao He for killing the ghost-level Beast King monster and obtaining speed enhancer plus 200. Ding! Congratulations to the host pet Xiao He for killing the ghost-level Beast King monster and gaining inspiration encouragement. An active skill, improves momentum and recovery ability within a certain period of time, and ignores the side effects of damage to a certain extent. Ding! Congratulations to the host pet Xiao He for killing the ghost-level Beast King monster and getting a lion head. Ding! Congratulations to the host pet Xiao He for killing the ghost-level Beast King monster and obtaining the monster crystal plus 1. Ding! Congratulations to the host pet Xiao He for killing the ghost-level Beast King monster and obtaining a pair of lion claws. Scent. Chen Ming looked at a series of electronic sounds. Sure enough, high risk comes with high reward. This is what Chen Ming has done so far. The highest explosion rate, in addition to the 600 basic attributes. There is also an active skill. Just this lion head. Chen Ming looked at the big meatball in his backpack that could not be held by one person. The corners of his mouth twitched several times in succession. I originally thought it was a lion's head, but I didn't expect it to be just a lion's head. Lion head. From the ghost-level Beast King, it tastes delicious and has great effects. Look at the introduction. Chen Ming finally felt a little more balanced. Otherwise, it will be a lot of hard work. In the end, it turned out to be a lion head, made of a pile of meat, which was almost a loss to my grandma's house. The only thing left is the monster crystal that a ghost-level monster must explode and a pair of lion claws. The power of the Beast King's claws is still amazing. Especially since this is the first ghost-level weirdo material that Chen Ming has revealed. I don't know if I can synthesize weapons that are green or above. Like blue, or even purple. Think of this. Chen Ming's heart felt hot. Rubbing his hands together, his fiery eyes were fixed on the weapon synthesis editor in front of him. Ding! Congratulations to the host for successful simulation synthesis and obtaining the King's Gloves. Weapon name, King's Gloves. Grade, Blue. Strength plus 30. Special skill, Charged Punch. Charged Punch. After being attacked, part of the impact will be converted into stored energy, stored in the glove, and then punched, according to the user's mind. Automatically choose whether to attach. Ah! Chen Ming looked at the introduction on the gloves. Tears flowed out of the corners of his mouth. Charge up and punch. Isn't this equivalent to continuously superimposing attack power? And it is still increasing passively. Then release it actively. It can be called a cheating device. Only, Chen Ming was a little concerned that the grade of the King's Gloves was only blue, not purple. Blue is so strong. That is if purple equipment is made. Aren't the stunts going to heaven? Friendly reminder. Special skills appear randomly and are related to the weapon level, but there is no inevitable connection between the two. Please choose the host carefully. Well, Chen Ming's mouth twitched. I immediately gave up the idea. I originally thought that the higher the grade of the weapon, the more awesome the stunts. But now the stunts are random. That's the fool who pursues the increased attributes. Isn't it better to have a safe and sound prostitute? With the King's Gloves, it's natural that the Predator's gloves should be retired. However, this stunt block is also a very practical skill. So Chen Ming decided to give the gloves to Saitama. After all, the good news does not flow to outsiders. With such a good thing, I would rather take advantage of my own good disciple than take advantage of others. Chen Ming casually synthesized the sharp claws from the tiger-level cheetah. Finally, a leopard-toothed dagger was synthesized. There are no stunts attached. Just added 20 points of movement speed. It's a little masterpiece. Chen Ming decided to throw all the green weapons he had accumulated into the weapons store. After all, I am used to spending money lavishly. If I don't have 200,000 or 300,000 with me, I always feel insecure. Character column. Name, Chen Ming. Age, 20 years old. Strength, 4,250. The maximum strength of a normal person is 10. Constitution, 4,220. The maximum value of normal human body constitution is 10. Speed, 4,270. The maximum speed of a normal person is 10. Combat skills. Intermediate martial artist combat skills, reconnaissance eye, clairvoyance, shock, and inspiration. Passive. The original intention remains unchanged. The heart is fearless, the benevolent heals the heart. Weapon. King's Gloves blue. Comprehensive strength evaluation. Tiger level lower. Only when all three dimensions reach 5,000 can one become a tiger level player. But the good thing is, after some operations, there are not many left in the tiger level. You can advance immediately. Ding! Congratulations to the host Pet Xiaohei for improving his strength and getting a strength enhancer plus 120. Ding! Congratulations to the host Pet Xiaohei for improving his strength and getting a physical enhancer plus 120. Ding! Congratulations to the host Pet Xiaohei for improving his strength and getting speed enhancer plus 120. Question mark question mark question mark. Chen Ming hasn't finished sighing yet. I heard an electronic beep reminding me. What am I doing? Chen Ming was struck like 5 thunders. Last time, Xiaohei's strength had reached the middle tiger level. If it improves again this time. Pet name, Xiaohei. Quality, strength, tiger level above. Ability, shred, roar, shred. You can tear anything into pieces, roar, make a deafening roar, which can frighten the enemy to a certain extent. The quality is still a mystery. However, as Xiaohei's strength increased again. However, 2 skills were activated. Shred, and roar. From the introduction point of view, shredding seems a bit more awesome. Able to tear anything apart. If it is like this. Chen Ming raised the corners of his mouth, turned his head, and looked at Xiaohei, who was still sleeping soundly on his shoulder. Showing a malicious smile. It seems it's time to find a dragon-level monster to practice your skills with. When the time comes, just throw Xiaohei over. Then find a safe location and wait to pick up equipment and attributes, and that's it. Ding! When the strength of the monsters solved by the pet is too different from that of the host, some rewards will be removed for the safety of the host. The final reward will be subject to the actual situation. Walter. Chen Ming put away his obscene smile. Rubbed his eyes. I wonder if I saw it wrong or heard it wrong. He actually heard it. The system is to protect his safety. Forced to lower the reward. And not to mention how much it has been reduced. Should it be based on the actual reward? There is really a saying in MMP that I don't know whether to say or not. System, please explain, what does it mean to protect me and cut off the reward for me? This tone is absolutely intolerable. Whoever endures it is a turtle. If the host pet is too powerful in killing monsters and the reward obtained exceeds 1/10 of the host's own attributes, the host may explode and die. Therefore, for the sake of the host's safety, all excess parts will be removed. What am I doing? When was there such a setting? That said, now the maximum reward he can get at one time is just over 400, isn't it? If it exceeds that, it will explode. Is it so exciting? That's what you have to say. You have to endure it this time. As the saying goes, forbearance a moment, calm, take a step back, a brighter future. What's more, the system is really for his sake. He couldn't bite Lu Dongbin like that, right? As for the turtle is a symbol of longevity. Becoming a turtle is also one of his lifelong pursuits. However, if we calculate it this way, if you kill the ghost level, you can get 200 attribute rewards. If you are a stronger ghost level, the reward should fluctuate around 300. In other words, killing medium level ghosts should be the limit. No matter how high it is, there is a risk of the body exploding. Fine, if you are in the ghost level, you will be in the ghost level. Anyway, Xiaohei is here. Just lie down and pick up attributes. Little black boss, I will rely on you from now on. Chen Ming was preparing to work hard to please the boss. Only to find out, do not know when, Xiaohei turned into an egg again. No, to be precise, it became a cocoon. Chen Ming put his hand on the cocoon and could feel Xiaohei's strong and powerful heartbeat. I felt a little relieved. However, what is the situation? Ding. After a pet's strength reaches a bottleneck, it needs to go through some training before it can continue to improve. At this moment, the host's pet is undergoing training. I'm so excited. Is this a big joke? He finally found a way to lie down and fly. Is there a strike here? Then when will things be better? Ding. The length of time depends on the quality and strength of the pet. According to current calculations, Xiaohei will need at least a month. A month? Chen Ming was depressed. Doesn't that mean he won't be able to fight with Xiaohei for a month? Xiaohei is his most important fighting partner, right? Just take a break. What should he do? Is there any way to make it come out faster? Not yet. Have to. It seems that I can only wait obediently for a month. Wrong. Chen Ming suddenly remembered. The system just said, at least 1 month. In other words, Xiaohei slept for more than a month. As for how long, not sure yet. Who can withstand this? But then again, just follow what the system says. The time it takes for the pet to break through the barrier. It has to do with your own quality and strength. It will take at least more than a month. It seems that the quality of Xiaohei is not low. At the moment, Chen Ming can only comfort himself with this. You took care of the Beast King. The zombie man took a while to recover. He looked at the corpse of the Beast King in shock. Chen Ming nodded and admitted generously. Never let others know about Xiaohei's existence. How did you do it? According to my calculations, the strength of the Beast King is at least at the ghost level. With your strength, there is no chance of defeating the Beast King. The zombie man frowned and looked at Chen Ming with confusion. Thanks to you who have been consuming the Beast King's energy, by the time we fight against me, the Beast King doesn't have much strength anymore. Chen Ming said casually, with the zombie man's IQ. So that's it. I asked you how could you easily kill the Beast King. Although this guy is stronger than me, I can resurrect infinitely. I can kill him just by using him. The zombie man looked proud. Obviously very proud of the way he fights. As expected of you, brainless man. Chen Ming silently gave a thumbs up to the zombie man in his heart. Otherwise, he really doesn't know how to explain it to the zombie man. First, the strength of the armored gorilla was several levels weaker than expected. Then the Beast King was directly lowered by 1 level. That said, the biggest treasure of the evolution house, the strength of Asura Unicorn is also. Chen Ming thought. A bold idea suddenly occurred to me. But he soon calmed down again. The ability to deal with the Beast King was entirely due to Xiao Hei's surprise. That guy Asura One-Horned Immortal has such a strong sense of perception. I'm afraid it would be difficult for Xiao Hei to make a surprise attack. And the most important thing is, Xiao Hei has fallen into a deep sleep now. Obviously there is no way to fight alongside him anymore. Everything can only be done by himself. No, to be precise, it was a bait, following him. This level of strength is obviously not enough. Think about it. Chen Ming decided to be merciful and spare Asura's life. The future is long, let's fight another day. What, are you leaving now? Are you not going to sit there for a while longer? Just when Chen Ming was taking the zombie man with him, he was about to leave. A voice suddenly came from the floor below. Immediately afterwards, Dr. Kinos appeared in front of Chen Ming. It seems that your strength is very good. You even killed the Beast King. But, to be honest, whether it's an armored gorilla or a Beast King, I have as many as you want. I can kill as many as you like. Lure, the temptation of red fruits. Chen Ming listened to Geno's words. That's called a chicken move. It seems so. He and Genos are a match made in heaven. Genos is responsible for infinitely replicating synthetic monsters. Then he waited behind to cut leaks like crazy. It won't be long. He can become the most awesome character among One Punch Man. But before that, allow me to introduce to you what I think is the most perfect work so far. Dr. Kinos raised the corners of his mouth. Get out of the way behind you. Asura, the one-horned immortal, slowly walked out. His originally lazy expression suddenly became sharp. The next moment, it started to move. Boom. Genos, who was watching the show at the side, was confused. What is this scenario? Shouldn't we take action against the 2 intruders in front of us? Why does this happen? Asura Unicorn lifted Genos up like a chicken. Then he threw it hard towards the wall on the side. Seeing that you have transformed me so successfully, I will spare your life. Dr. Kinos felt like all the bones in his body were about to break. The body can't use any strength at all. He never expected it. His most proud work so far. He completely disobeyed orders. What a huge failure, even worse than the mosquito girl and the zombie man. It is simply a failure among failures. In his opinion. No matter how powerful it is. As long as you disobey orders, you are a failure. Hey, after all, I am the strongest person you have trained so far. Isn't it too rude to say that I am a failure? Asura Unicorn came to Geno's side with a playful smile. Crouched down, he leaned forward with a face that was in need of a beating. How did you? Kinos was startled. Never imagined. The Asura one-horned immortal in front of him actually possesses incredible abilities similar to mind reading. Simply amazing. In this case, when fighting the enemy, you can predict the enemy's thoughts in advance, make preparations in advance and be invincible. TCH, my abilities are far more than that. I am an insect-like weirdo. Not only has tenacious vitality, but he also has an extraordinary sense of danger. For example, Asura Unicorn. His eyes fell on Chen Ming and the zombie man. Of these 2 guys, one has only the strength below the tiger level, and the other has only the peak wolf level. What am I doing? Chen Ming was startled. Your sister can actually see the strength of him and the zombie man at a glance. And listen to the conversation between Genos and Asura Unicorn just now. This guy Asura Unicorn actually has the ability to read minds. Is this too strong? If only I could have the ability to read minds. By then it will be even more powerful. Tears flowed from Chen Ming's mouth again. Pity. Chen Ming turned his head and glanced at the black cocoon on his shoulder again. It would be nice if Xiao Hei was here. If Xiao Hei is here, you can get rid of the Asura one-horned immortal in front of you. Oh, the arrogant boy actually wants to kill me. And what is Xiao Hei? Could it be your weapon? Asura Unicorn has been staring at Chen Ming and the zombie man. Eyes narrowed slightly. A trace of murderous intent flashed through. Chen Ming was already thinking of killing him. But I don't plan to take action for the time being. Because before taking action, he also wanted to play with the 2 guys in front of him. This will add some fun. Like an apex hunter, you will always kill your prey after you have played with it enough. And now it is the existence that stands at the top of the hunter. Chen Ming and the zombie man in front of him are his new toys. Arms. Chen Ming was stunned for a moment. Although in name only. Blackie is a pet, but it seems like he uses it as a weapon every time. Strictly speaking, it seems that it can also be called a weapon. Pet. Interesting, interesting. Would you like me to have a pet for fun? One-horned immortal Asura grinned. His eyes fell on Geno's. He made up his mind. Wait until Chen Ming and the zombie man are dealt with. Just keep Kinos as a pet. Maybe there will be opportunities to continue to increase strength in the future. Asshole, you, what did the look in your eyes mean just now? Genos felt the malicious gaze of Asura the one-horned immortal. Feeling humiliated, said angrily, what did you call me just now? Asura Unicorn turned his head and approached Genos again. The gloomy expression matched that abstract face. Genos was so frightened that he didn't dare to speak. Pet, this is the first and last time. From now on, no matter what you say or think in your heart, I will never be polite. The mist formed by two heat waves spurted out from Asura's nostrils. Then he looked at Chen Ming again, the zombie man. As a reward for you just getting rid of that garbage, I decided to give you the highest honor. That is to merge with me. Become part of my body. The corners of Asura's mouth raised. The smile gradually became ridiculous. The wings behind him spread out. The speed is so fast that it becomes a blur. Chen Ming didn't wait for a reaction. Asura Unicorn Immortal has already rushed over. A critical moment. Chen Ming quickly dodged sideways and quickly distanced himself. I didn't expect you to be able to escape my attack this time, but next time I will definitely swallow you into my stomach and make you become a part of me. Asura Unicorn had a ferocious smile on his face. A mouthful of jagged sharp teeth, with an indescribable sour taste, made Chen Ming's eyes unable to open. Die. The Asura rhinoceros beetle laughed strangely. His jaw opened 180 degrees. He was actually planning to swallow Chen Ming in one bite. Be careful. The zombie man finally caught up. He pushed Chen Ming away. Chen Ming was successfully saved. But he himself was bitten firmly by the Asura rhinoceros beetle. Crack. It took almost no effort. The zombie man was bitten in half by the Asura rhinoceros beetle. What is this? It tastes terrible. The Asura rhinoceros beetle took a few bites. Disdain flashed across his face. It was obvious that the zombie man was not to his taste. Hey, stinky kid, how long are you going to hide? Don't struggle, just accept your fate and merge with me. The Asura rhinoceros beetle ignored the half-dead zombie man. Looking around, searching for Chen Ming's trace. What to do? Chen Ming looked through the gap and saw that Tornado was getting closer and closer. Why is she here? Chen Ming was stunned. Wasn't Tornado sleeping in the dormitory? How could she appear here? Bug, you have the guts to say it again. Tornado crossed his arms and glared at Asura rhinoceros beetle angrily. Where did this little ghost come from? Don't bother your uncle, I don't have time to deal with you now. Get out of here. Asura rhinoceros beetle waved at Tornado impatiently. If the little ghost in front of him was not too small, it might not even be enough to fill the gap between his teeth. He would have bitten it long ago. Okay, very good. Bug is the first guy who dares to talk to me like this. Tornado clenched his hands into fists. Veins popped out on his forehead. His fair and tender face was full of anger. The time and space behind him seemed to be distorted, revealing an indescribable weirdness. Chen Ming looked at the tornado that flew over his head without knowing when. He looked over subconsciously. First time. This is the first time that Chen Ming feels that Tatsumaki's high slit skirt is an eyesore. There is only the hem of the skirt as far as the eye can see. With a vague shadow. Nothing else can be seen. Hateful. It's obviously such a good opportunity. Chen Ming was extremely annoyed. If I miss this opportunity, I don't know when the next opportunity will come. HMPH. Disgusting bedbug. Destroy it. High in the air. The battle has also begun. Not so much a fight. It would be more appropriate to say it was a unilateral crushing. Tatsumaki raised his hands high. Condescendingly, his eyes looked disdainfully at the Asura one-horned immortal below who was suppressed by superpowers and could not move. He clenched his hands slightly. Stinky brat, what did you do to me? Why? Asura's face changed drastically, and he could only watch his body being squeezed together bit by bit. Bugs. The tornado's anger had reached its peak, and his hand suddenly accelerated. Asura's body instantly turned into a cloud of blood mist. Not even the dregs are left. Snort. Easily get rid of the Asura one-horned immortal. Tatsumaki's mood improved. Cross your arms across your chest. He snorted arrogantly. He ignored Chen-Ming and the half-dead zombie man below, flying towards the location of the reserve hero school. Until the tornado can no longer be seen. Chen-Ming then retracted his gaze without giving up. Next time, I must find a chance to find out next time. How is it possible? How could this happen? Is that person really a human just now? Can humans be so strong? Apart from his personality, that guy Asura is obviously the strongest being. How could he lose to a human? Quote. Genos lay on the ground, unable to believe what he had just seen. Asura one-horned fairy is obviously his most perfect work in decades. All aspects have been reached to their limits. Why was he so easily defeated by a man who could fly? What's so strange about this? Human beings can constantly surpass themselves through training, but the works made through experiments have already been restricted from the beginning. What's the difference between the two? Comparable. Humans are stronger, aren't they? Chen-Ming put his hands in his pockets. When passing by Genos, pretending to be profound, he said something that even he didn't understand, but seemed very profound. Installed. Chen-Ming looked at the disbelief in Genos' eyes and felt ecstatic in his heart. In front of Genos, who has the most powerful brain of One Punch Man. It feels so good. So that's it, then what's the so-called research I've been doing? In the end, it's just a waste of time. Genos lay on the ground dejectedly, his face ashen, feeling that his life had completely lost its direction and he was gradually lost. Genos is depressed. You decide. 1. Leave him alone and let him become a crazy mediocrity from now on. Get strength enhancer plus 60. 2. Re-energize his fighting spirit and assist him in continuing his research. Physique enhancer plus 50. What is your choice? Walt. Chen-Ming looked at Genos' body lying on the ground with a strange expression. I didn't expect the blow to be so big. In that case. The corners of Chen-Ming's mouth rose. 1. Joke. This guy did some crazy experiments before. I don't know how many people cheered. He didn't want to get along with such a guy. Ha ha ha, I am the smartest. I am the most powerful scientist. I am the strongest. Genos on the ground suddenly laughed crazily. He kept mumbling. Chen-Ming glanced at it and couldn't help but twitch the corner of his mouth a few times. Did this retribution come too soon? But this has nothing to do with him. To hell with any match made in heaven. In this world of Punch Man, are you worried that there are no monsters to spawn? Chen-Ming grinned and looked away. Find the newly recovered zombie man. The two left one after the other. Pity. It would be nice if Asura one-horned immortal could gain more energy. If that is the case, he still has a chance to hit the target. Even if it is because of one's own strength, the attributes may be cut. But you might be able to get other rewards. Like mind reading. Chen-Ming pouted. That's mind reading. Just thinking about it is exciting. It's a pity that the opportunity just slipped away from my eyes. Chen-Ming shook his head helplessly. But there is nothing that can be done about it. If you want to blame it, you can only blame it on your own lack of strength. Otherwise, there would be nothing wrong with the tornado. Speaking of tornadoes, Chen-Ming frowned slightly. Before the tornado, he was sleeping with Hell Fubuki in the dormitory. Why did you suddenly appear here? Is it possible? Chen-Ming's heart skipped a beat, breaking out in a cold sweat. Could it be that the tornado discovered what happened yesterday? It's not right. If Tatsumaki finds anything, then why did you leave just now? But if it weren't for this, then why? Chen-Ming couldn't figure it out for a while. Forget it, never mind. How about love? We'll talk about it then. Chen-Ming put these troubles behind him for the time being, packed up his mood, and prepared to search for targets. Before trying to go back, first improve your strength to the tiger level. Ding! Congratulations to the host for successfully killing the tiger-level spider-shaped monster and obtaining a strength enhancer plus 80. Ding! Congratulations to the host for successfully killing the tiger-level spider-shaped monster and obtaining a physical enhancer plus 80. Ding! Congratulations to the host for successfully killing the tiger-level spider-shaped monster and obtaining speed enhancer plus 80. Ding! Congratulations to the host for successfully killing the tiger-level spider-shaped monster and obtaining 8 spider legs. As another weirdo fell to the ground, Chen Ming finally reached the tiger level as he wished. Character column. Name, Chen Ming. Age, 20 years old. Strength, 5050. The maximum strength of a normal person is 10. Constitution, 5020. The maximum value of normal human body constitution is 10. Speed, 5070. The maximum speed of a normal person is 10. Combat skills. Intermediate martial artist combat skills, reconnaissance eye, clairvoyance, shock, and inspiration. Passive. The original intention remains unchanged, the heart is fearless, the benevolent heals the heart. Weapon. King's gloves blue. Comprehensive strength evaluation. Tiger level medium. Only. Looking at the 8 spider legs lying quietly in the backpack, Chen Ming was speechless. What the hell, why does he need so many legs? Legs playing in the new year. The key is that he doesn't have legs like this. Chen Ming rolled his eyes and threw all the spider legs into the synthesizer. Ding. The synthesis failed. Ding. The synthesis failed. Ding. The synthesis failed. On the way back, Chen Ming's ears were numb. As a result, no one succeeded. Have to. Chen Ming rolled his eyes again. But just when he was about to give up, finally a different voice came. Ding. Simulation synthesis is successful. Congratulations to the host for getting 8 spear stabs. 8 spear thrusts. Chen Ming was stunned for a moment and couldn't help but stop. Weapon name. 8 spear thrust. Grade. Blue. Strength plus 30. Special skills. Paralysis. Throwing paralysis, once stabbed, can cause a certain paralysis effect. The duration depends on the strength. The stronger the strength, the shorter the paralysis time. Throwing. The weapon can be thrown out for a certain amount of time. Distance, precise hit. What am I doing? Double stunt. Chen Ming's eyes lit up. He closed his mouth. This is an unprecedented first time. If only it could be like this every time. Don't say the synthesis failed 1,000 times. Even if it is 10,000 times or 100,000 times, it will be fine. The double stunts are really awesome. Let's not talk about the poisoning effect of paralysis. Just throwing this stunt is so exciting. Before it had always been gloves, daggers, gloves, daggers. It's all close combat. Unexpectedly, the long-range weapons were removed this time. And it also has a paralyzing effect. But it's a pity. He is now in shock. It overlaps a bit with paralysis. But it's better to have it than not. Double stunts, still good. Can I synthesize it? Confirm. Chen Ming is a fool and doesn't want to be together. Ding. Congratulations to the host for successfully synthesizing and obtaining 8 spear stabs. Chen Ming couldn't wait to take out the 8 spear thorn from his backpack. The jet black gun barrel feels very tactile. The spearhead is made of 8 short spears surrounding a long spear in the middle. Look at the thick and long spear thrust. Chen Ming's body tensed up. Feeling inexplicably uncomfortable. Chen Ming, what is this in your hand? The zombie man on the side saw the 8 spears in Chen Ming's hand, became curious and came over. What, do you want to try? Chen Ming was thinking about finding something to test the power of the 8 spear thrusts. Unexpectedly, the zombie man will come to your door by himself. In this case, then how could he have the nerve to reject the zombie man? Chen Ming had a bad smile on his face. He stabbed the zombie man with his backhand. Chen Ming, what is this? The power is too amazing, isn't it? Moreover, there is poison on it, well, it's so powerful. 10 seconds later, only then did the zombie man recover from the paralysis effect. It's just that the toxins in his body are still a bit fierce, and he becomes tongue-tied when speaking. A zombie man at the peak of the wolf level can be paralyzed for 10 seconds. According to this calculation, it should be about 5 seconds at tiger level. There should also be 2 to 3 seconds in the tiger class. Tiger level for about a second. Don't underestimate these few seconds. Even if it's just a second, it can bring about a fundamental change in the situation of the war. The most important thing is, after this experiment, Chen Ming discovered that the 8 spears had a paralyzing effect. It only triggers when stabbed. That is to say, there is no distance limit. Unlike stun, it can only be used at close range. After having 8 spear stabs, Chen Ming can hide in the distance and fire the black gun. After the monster triggers the paralysis effect, approach quickly. Then resolve the battle quickly. It's approaching dark. Chen Ming then returned to the reserve hero school. The zombie man returned to the rental house. Teacher, you are finally back. Chen Ming just entered school. After a day of cleaning up trash, Saitama, who was as tired as a dead dog, rushed over crying. It looked like he had been ravaged. If you have something to say, don't hug me. It's not good for others to see. Chen Ming reacted quickly and kicked Kyu away, who wanted to ask for comfort. Then he straightened his clothes. I'm not alive anymore, even the teacher bullies me. Saitama's face was full of grievances, and he looked like he was hopeless. Chen Ming has a black streak on his head. What went wrong? How did you raise Saitama to be like this? Should I say it or not? If not, I'm leaving. Chen Ming glared at Kyu angrily. Teacher, you are so treacherous. You came back so late. Do you know how I got here this day? Saitama quickly returned to normal. I'm not here, how could I know how you lived? Chen Ming rolled his eyes. If that's the case, forget it. It's not important anyway. What's important is that I'm very hungry now. Teacher, let's go out to eat. Do you still remember the new restaurant I told you about last time? The taste excellent. Speaking of eating, Saitama's whole body seemed to have been injected with chicken blood. Can't wait to have a big meal. That's it. Chen Ming's mouth twitched. Before the emotion, he looked pitiful. Just to cheat on food and drink. Saitama. Chen Ming took a deep breath. He looked deeply at Saitama in front of him. What's wrong, teacher? Saitama saw the teacher so serious. He also stopped laughing and stood aside seriously. From now on, speak directly if you have anything to say, don't pretend to be weak, okay? I can't control my strength every time, and it would be bad if one day my strength is too strong. Do you understand? Chen Ming patted Chi-Yu's shoulder seriously and said sincerely. Doesn't it work? I saw Tenjiro's girlfriend acting like this before. Is it my way? Saitama pinched his chin, frowned, and said seriously. Chen Ming stumbled and almost fell to the ground. You still know that it's your girlfriend acting coquettishly. He really wanted to pry Saitama's head open and take a look. Is this guy just one-minded? Go for meal. Chen Ming shook his head speechlessly and shouted to Kyu. I didn't feel it just now. Saitama really felt a little hungry after saying this. Oh, it's coming. Saitama heard that there was something to eat. I'm too lazy to think about it that much. Since the teacher doesn't like this method, then he should try another method next time. If Chen Ming knew that Kyu was thinking about strange things again. I'm afraid I won't run away on the spot. Under the leadership of Saitama, Master Chen Ming and his apprentice came to the newly opened store. Welcome, gentlemen, please come in. What would you like to eat? Ouch. Chen Ming looked at the sweet-looking waiter in front of him, who was wearing a short skirt with a high slit and double ponytails, and was stunned for a moment. Incredible, incredible. Just now he was wondering if Saitama was a fool. Unexpectedly, people cannot be judged by their appearance. He said he was here to eat, but his body was very. Chen Minggang wanted to praise him, but Kyu finally got the idea. As a result, he watched Saitama staring intently at the menu in front of him. As for the girl on the side, not even a look. I'm so excited. Straight man of steel. I'm afraid it's hopeless. Chen Ming shook his head helplessly. You deserve to be single all your life. This guest, what are you doing? Let me go. Hey, stop pretending. Isn't this what your business relies on here? Otherwise, who would come to eat your food? Guest, what are you talking about? I think you have misunderstood. Our place is not what you think. The waiter struggled violently, trying to break free from the man's restraints. It's a pity that the difference between the two in strength is too big. Completely unable to escape, seeing that the waiter is about to be bullied. Even Chen Ming could hardly sit still. At this time, the light of justice suddenly appeared, and a figure stood up. Stop, Genos. Chen Ming looked at the person who stood up. Only then did I realize that he was still an old acquaintance. Boy, I advise you to mind your own business. Otherwise, you will look good. The man snorted coldly, not taking Geno's seriously at all. The waitress has already said that she is unwilling, so please let her go. Geno's walked towards the man without any fear on his face. You brat, since you are seeking death, I will help you. The man stood up suddenly. He threw away the waitress and rushed towards Geno's at a fast speed. Devil may cry lower kick. The man shouted loudly. His thick right foot kicked Geno's legs directly. Ah, Chen Ming on the side heard this somewhat familiar kick technique. He couldn't help but frown. His eyes fell on the man. He remembers. This move seems to be correct. Exploding Mountain. It was the Bakuzan who won consecutive championships when Suiryu didn't come to participate in the martial arts competition. Could it be that this guy is Bakuzan? But this appearance has changed too much, right? Bakuzan is clearly an unshaven uncle. Although the guy in front of me is also an uncle. But at least there's no beard. It must be just a coincidence, right? Good boy, I didn't expect you to have dodged my devil may cry lower kick, so you have a chance. But I want to see how you dodge this move. Kick to the middle of the bear massacre. The man turned around and stepped forward again, this time changing the position of his attack. Aiming for Geno's waist and kicking him. Geno's expression remained normal. Easily flashed again. Eat this move from me. Sheer a fist. 2 consecutive moves were dodged. The man's face looked a little ugly. There was ferocity in his eyes. He chased after him again without mercy. This time, he punched Geno's directly in the chest. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Once, twice is a coincidence. But these 3 times are too much, right? The corner of Chen Ming's mouth twitched a few times. For sure, this old man with a wretched look on his face as he fights with Geno's is definitely a blast. Just look at the reaction of the people around me. Bakuzan probably hasn't won the martial arts tournament yet. Otherwise, it should be more or less popular. But why is this guy here? Chen Ming was confused. Hey, this guy is wearing a Taoist uniform. Is he a contestant who is going to participate in the martial arts competition? It seems like, he looks pretty powerful, but his character is a bit. What does his character have to do with us, as long as this guy can help us make money? Hey, as long as he can help us make money. I heard that guy Shilong didn't sign up for the martial arts competition this year. I think this guy is pretty good. When the time comes, go and see what this guy's name is, and buy him to win. So that's it. Listen to the words of several people around you. Chen Ming finally figured things out. It turns out that this guy Bakuzan showed up here because he was going to participate in the martial arts tournament. Wrong. Wait a moment. So, could it be that the martial arts tournament is about to begin? And it's still in City Z. Chen Ming was a little surprised. My previous knowledge of the martial arts tournament was limited to the fact that it had been held for 22 times. Hao Ji was the champion of the first martial arts tournament, then Banggu won it, and then there was Shilong, who won 4 times in 7 years, and there was the explosive mountain in front of him. Bakuzan is the player who won 2 consecutive championships after Suiryu. In the 3rd year, Hungry Wolf came out of nowhere, swept everyone, and won the championship. In addition, it is not clear where the martial arts conference will be held. Unexpectedly, the martial arts conference would be held in City Z, at least this time. From a timeline perspective, this martial arts conference should be 19th session. Do you want to go to the martial arts tournament and join in the fun? Chen Ming looked at Baoshan who was fighting Geno's. Suddenly I became interested. Even Bakuyama was able to win 2 consecutive championships in the 19th and 20th. It shows that the past 2 years have indeed been weak enough. He could swear by Saitama's hair. Attending a martial arts tournament is really just out of curiosity. Not interested in the 6 million, no, the 3 million bonus. I just don't know if it's too late to register for any sect now. Chen Ming pinched his chin and thought deeply. But it seems that as long as you get the ticket, you can participate. As for admission tickets, Chen Ming's eyes fell on Baoshan who had been knocked unconscious by Geno's. Anyway, looking at it like this, 80% of it won't be used. It's better to lend it to him for use. At worst, he will use it up and return it later. What, Is this guy so weak? I thought he was strong by looking at him. I didn't expect that I was mistaken. Who says it's not the case? Fortunately, I was so optimistic about him before. I didn't expect that he couldn't even beat a young man. What rubbish, useless trash, a complete waste of my time. Oh, luckily I found it early, otherwise I wouldn't have been tricked to death by this fool. It's gone, it's no fun at all. Everyone who was originally very optimistic about Baoshan saw that Baoshan was beaten unconscious, turned around and left with curses, and no one cared about Baoshan's life or death. Chen Ming seized the opportunity while no one was paying attention. He quickly stepped forward and pretended to check the situation of the mountain explosion. Easily, borrow the admission ticket. Then put it away carefully. Then he stood up and left. Let's go. Although the action just now was very subtle. But just in case, Chen Ming still pulled Qiu away. After walking far away to a place with no one around, I breathed a sigh of relief. Teacher, the food hasn't been served yet, what are we doing here? Saitama thought to himself. Those were the delicacies he had wanted to eat for a long time. You can taste it right before your eyes. But he was pulled out by the teacher. Next time, I'll let you eat it next time. Just eat whatever you want today. Eat whatever you want, and I'll pay for it. The ticket was obtained successfully. Chen Ming was in a good mood. It's so late, other stores have already closed, what else can we eat? Boss Saitama was unhappy and squatted on the ground drawing lonely circles. If you don't tell me, I would have forgotten it. Let's just eat this first. Chen Ming took out the lion's head that was even more lion-like than a lion's head not long after he got it. Then there are the king crabs, crystal crab claws and lobster tails that I got 2 days ago. I originally wanted to eat them with Asaka Heka, Helfubuki, Shodokan and Sykes. But now I can only take advantage of my good disciple first. Teacher, when did you get these? Why didn't you tell me earlier? Looking at the food in front of me, the unhappiness on Saitama's face disappeared instantly. He kept grinning and swallowed hard while looking at these delicacies. I can't wait to pick it up and eat it. Everything is ready. Just when it's time to start grilling, Chen Ming discovered a very serious problem. Chapter 91. No fire. This kind of embarrassment is no less embarrassing than running to the toilet in a hurry. After a long run, you suddenly realize that you didn't bring any paper. Are you surprised or surprised? Chen Ming is so embarrassed now. Especially Saitama, who had already noticed that something was wrong, cast a resentful look. When I saw Chen Ming, my heart went crazy. What to do? If you don't bring the paper, there will still be another paper, but if you don't bring the fire, there will be no other fire, right? Just when Chen Ming didn't know what to do. Suddenly, he saw Genos, a man with glowing eyes and an eye flashlight coming from a distance. Genos. Chen Ming greeted him in surprise. Chen Ming, why are you here? Genos paused when he heard someone calling his name. I was just strolling around, and then I came here. By the way, why don't you come over and sit down? Chen Ming smiled warmly and invited. It's okay to go back anyway, okay. Genos nodded. He didn't realize at all that he had stepped into Chen Ming's trap. Saitama, come here. Chen Ming pulled Genos over. He pointed at Saitama who was squatting on the ground again and drawing circles. I want to eat grilled crab claws, I want to eat grilled lobster. The delicious food is right in front of you. But I can only watch but not eat. That's a grievance for Saitama. Look at your potential. I introduced you to this guy named Genos. He is the barbecue chef specially invited for you tonight. Ahem, that new friend. Chen Ming accidentally let it slip. Fortunately, Saitama didn't seem to notice anything. Then he breathed a sigh of relief. Really, Genos, thank you so much. Please help me bake the crab claws later. And this big lobster tail. And this lion head. Saitama's eyes lit up and he came to life again. Pointing at the feast in front of him, he said unceremoniously. Good. Genos nodded. Then he sat down really obediently. Put on the chef's uniform, set the fire and keep flipping it. The momentum is like a serious chef. Chen Ming originally thought that he would have to spend some words to persuade Genos, and he might even need to show favors such as giving him the gorilla armor. Unexpectedly, Saitama just said a few words. Genos already sat down obediently and started grilling meat. Is this reasonable? This makes perfect sense. Isn't this the legendary bloodline suppression? Chen Ming clicked his tongue. Anyway, with a free labor. That feeling is just one word. Cool. Genos, your skills are really good. Didn't you just sell barbecue before? How is the business? Is it easy to do? Where is it? I will definitely go to your store next time I have a chance. Come on in and take care of your business. Saitama's mouth was full, still refused to give up. He muttered vaguely, this is my first time grilling skewers, and I'm not doing business. As long as you know the timing of flipping the skewers and adding the right amount of seasoning, the flavor will definitely be right. Genos replied seriously, watching these two people ask and answer questions. I can't fix it directly for Chen Ming. It was a casual remark in some bad taste. Why don't Genos just accept Saitama as your master? Is this really okay? Once Genos hears this, he can take Saitama as his teacher. He immediately took off his apron. I want to become a disciple. What am I doing? Chen Ming was sour. He had shown great strength before. A variety of parts are sent again. I originally wanted to see if I could impress Genos. Then he took Genos under his door. After all, if two apprentices upgrade together, the rewards are certainly substantial. After working hard for so long, Genos had no idea of becoming a disciple. I just had a barbecue today and was praised a few times by Saitama. Just decide to become a disciple. What the hell is this? You really want to become your teacher? But now I have to learn from the teacher, and I have nothing to teach you. Saitama was also shocked by Genos. Completely unprepared. Teacher, you have your own teacher. This does not conflict with my worshipping your teacher as my teacher. Genos explained to Saitama. Teacher, I am. Saitama didn't know what to do. He could only ask his teacher Chen Ming for help. Genos wants to accept you as his disciple, then it depends on your true intentions. Whether you want to accept it or not, you need to decide this matter yourself. No one else, not even me, can make the decision for you. Quote. Oops. Chen Ming felt a little guilty. Have you been pretending to be addicted during this period? Why are you so casually saying words that are bitter, difficult to understand and full of philosophy? Follow my own heart, Saitama thought seriously. There was action soon. I accept. Thank you, teacher. Genos couldn't help but feel a little excited. He looked at Chen Ming with a little more reverence. Chen Ming asked Qiu afterwards. How did you consider agreeing to accept Genos as your disciple? In the end, he almost didn't get killed by Saitama. This guy actually fell in love with Genos' skill at skewering. I think that if I accept such an apprentice in the future, it will be very convenient for me to eat skewers in the future. Regarding this, Chen Ming could only laugh. Back to business. Ding. Congratulations to your apprentice Saitama for successfully accepting a disciple. Genos becomes your first disciple. Strength enhancer plus 80. Ding. Congratulations to your apprentice Saitama for successfully accepting a disciple. Genos has become your first disciple. Physique enhancer plus 80. Ding. Congratulations to your apprentice Saitama for successfully accepting a disciple. Genos becomes your first disciple. Speed enhancer plus 80. Ouch. Chen Ming, who was really a little sour, looked at the prompts sent by the system. Somewhat unexpected, but he soon fell into ecstasy. Not bad. I never thought that Saitama, a disciple, would have such benefits in taking on a disciple. Regarding the regret of not being able to successfully accept Genos as his disciple. Now it's all gone. Even the more I watch it, the more I like it. Looking forward to the future, with disciples and disciples all over the world. By that time, he would earn a large amount of property every day just by lying down. It's exciting just thinking about it. People feel refreshed when happy events occur. How can we not have wine at this time? Chen Ming decided immediately. Let his disciple Genos go to the nearest tavern to buy some wine. The three of them, grandfather and grandson, will not return home unless they are drunk tonight. Drink. Teacher, come and drink, let's keep drinking. Drink. I'm happy today, let's drink till we get drunk. The three of them ate barbecue, drank beer, and partied all night long in an unknown park. Later, the three of them fell into a deep sleep. Until the next day. Chen Ming woke up from urination. No, to be precise. It's the urine and feces that wake you up. What am I doing? I have such a bad temper. Chen Ming got up quickly like a carp, looking for the murderer who poured shit and urine on his face. Quack quack. A large bird overhead chirped triumphantly. Apparently this is the culprit. Brother, come on, let me knock this big bird down. Chen Ming was furious. Turn around, Genos blurted out while looking at him. Yes, sir. Genos opened his eyes suddenly. Raise the ray in your hand. Then a laser accurately hit the big bird on the tree. Gah, the big bird that was burned to black never expected it. This guy can't afford it. It hurts to kill after having shit and urine all over my face. Baby, I can't cure you anymore. Chen Ming grinned. Feeling better again. Brother, how's it going? Did I come accurately? Didn't I embarrass you? Genos burped from wine, his eyes still looking a little confused. Clearly still not fully recovered from the hangover. Chen Ming stopped smiling and was suddenly stunned. Wait a moment. Chen Ming turned his head and looked at Genos beside him. What did you call me just now? Brother. Genos shook his head and smiled tiredly. Am I going to be your sister's eldest brother? Chen Ming has a black streak on his head. A violent shock hit Genos on the head. Brother, what's wrong? Being beaten suddenly, Genos was a little confused and looked at his new big brother with confusion. Yes, teacher, don't think that because you are a teacher, I will not uphold justice for my disciples. Saitama also got up from the side, standing next to Genos. Chen Ming's mouth twitched. Some fragments also slowly surfaced. Brother, it's too late for us to meet each other. It's a pity that you are my apprentice's apprentice now, otherwise, I would definitely become brothers with you. Master, it doesn't matter. What's the big deal? We can discuss things separately from now on. You are my brother and I am his apprentice. That's right, let's talk about our own things from now on. Today I am happy. Drinking is such a mistake. Chen Ming had a headache. This is great. How to clean up this mess? Brother, it's getting late. If you don't hurry up, it will be too late. Genos stepped forward and patted Chen Ming on the shoulder. What's too late? Chen Ming frowned and asked doubtfully. Didn't you say yesterday that you were going to attend the martial arts conference? Today is the official start day of the 19th Martial Arts Conference. The registration deadline is 10 o'clock in the morning, and now, it's 9:35. What? Chen Ming sobered up most of the time. A rare opportunity. You definitely can't miss it like this. You must know that this is the best opportunity to make money for nothing. No, this is the best opportunity to compete with martial artists from all over the world. If you miss the martial arts conference, I don't know when I will have such an opportunity. As for the current mess, finish signing up first and then wait until the two of them sober up. Chen Ming left Saitama and Genos behind. Go straight to the martial arts competition venue. So close. Looking at the wall clock, it reads 9 hours 59 minutes and 58 seconds. Chen Ming broke out in a cold sweat. As long as there is water on the road. I'm afraid I'm going to be late. Hey, you're very accurate in timing, huh? Give me the entry ticket and write down your own genre. The staff member who was about to leave saw another person arriving. I checked the time and it was okay. Then start the process. School, what should I call it? Chen Ming frowned. There was nothing good to hear at the moment. Think about it. Wrote a victory sect. The staff checked it and confirmed that there was no problem. Then he handed a participation certificate to Chen Ming. Fine. Fortunately, the secret was not revealed. Chen Ming breathed a sigh of relief. Take the competition card and go to the martial arts arena. Hello, audience friends. Welcome to the 19th Martial Arts Conference. I am the host Chao Yilang. According to reliable sources, although the 4-time champion Water Dragon player did not participate this time, he also appeared this time. There are many strong newcomers. Quote, for example, Viper and Snake, who have recently emerged in the Hero Association and have reached B-level heroes. And Lightning, who is about to reach A-level heroes. In short, this martial arts competition will also be very exciting. I hope everyone can support us as always. Okay, without further ado, let's move on to the first competition. Bakuzan vs Tanaka. Exploding mountains. What am I doing? Is that guy from Bakuyama here? Chen Ming shrank his neck guiltily and found an inconspicuous place to hide. I originally thought that Bakuzan guy had received a beating from Genos. I couldn't get out of bed for 10.5 days. Unexpectedly, he had already recovered in just one night. And he also came to participate in the martial arts conference. It seems that those who can win 2 martial arts tournaments are not that simple. Where is our Bakuzen player? Isn't the Bakuzen player here? A huge competition field. There was only a burly man named Tanaka standing on the high platform. Baoshin did not appear. Could it be that Bakuzen was just using his name? Didn't actually come. Chen Ming looked around, looking for the figure of Baoshin. However, after searching for it, I still found nothing. Hey, that boy named Bakuzen, what are you dawdling about? If you don't hurry up, you will be judged as the loser. Who are you talking to? Exploding mountains. Then why are you looking at me? Is Baoshin right next to me? Chen Ming looked at the man not far away. Look around. Still no sight of Bakuzen. Wrong. Wait a moment. Chen Ming suddenly realized something. Grab your entry ticket. Name, Bakuyama. Sect, Victory Sect. Number 60. Current record, 0 wins and 0 losses. Question mark exclamation mark exclamation mark exclamation mark. Chen Ming looked at the competition certificate in his hand. The corners of his mouth twitched several times. Is this a big misunderstanding? Why did he become a blaster? Correct, it's the qualification certificate. Chen Ming suddenly remembered. When the martial arts tournament issues qualification certificates, the name has already been written on it in advance. Because he was holding Baoshin's qualification certificate, so the name on the competition certificate is also Baoshin. But that's fine. In this way, even if he wins the Budokai competition in the end, it won't attract anyone's attention either. Chen Ming raised the corners of his mouth and made up his mind. As the Bakuzen contestant here, if he doesn't show up within 10 seconds, he will be deemed to have given up the competition and will be declared a loser. The host Chao Yilang took the microphone and shouted hard. Yali Mountain is big. After all, the first competition is the Air Force. The audience below may not agree. 10, 9, 8. On the high platform, Chao Yilang saw that there was still no movement. It can only start the countdown. Once the countdown reaches 0, that's when he announced the results of the game. I am coming, Chen Ming shouted loudly. Go straight to the high platform. Okay, contestant Bakuzen is finally here. Now I announce that the first competition of the 19th martial arts tournament has officially begun. Host Chao Yilang watched as the exploding mountain contestant finally appeared. Can't wait to give the call to start the game. What did I think he was, but it turns out he's just a brat with no hair on his head. He even boasted about what he called the Victory Sect, and he wasn't afraid of Fang Da flashing his tongue. Since your sect elders can't make you recognize the reality, I will kindly help you. Let you see how cruel the outside world is. Tanaka squared off. His strong feet kicked the ground suddenly. The whole person is like a heavy tank. He rushed towards Chen Ming. Use both hands to directly use the lock card. Prepare to grab Chen Ming's wrists and throw Chen Ming out of the arena. Chen Ming looked at Tian Zhang, who was rushing over without making any move. He just stood there blankly. Let Tanaka lock his hands. Boy, it's over. Tanaka successfully locked Chen Ming's hands. There was a bit of pride on his face. He raised his hands sharply. Prepare to send Chen Ming away directly. However, what's going on? The pride on Tanaka's face disappeared in an instant. He turned around in disbelief and looked at the young man whose arms were locked by him. This is his famous stunt. I have defeated many good players with this move before. But why? Why the most proud move? Facing this young man with no hair at all, it had no effect at all. How can this be? It's over. Then it's my turn. Chen Ming yawned. He swore. He really wasn't pretending this time. I really haven't woken up yet. I feel very sleepy, and I can hardly open my eyelids. Tanaka didn't wait for a reaction. I feel like my eyes are blooming. The locked arm was thrown away by the opponent at some point. At the same time, his hands were locked by the other party. Then the next second, the whole person drew a perfect parabola in the air. Then it hit the ground hard. End the battle. Chen Ming yawned again. Rubbed his eyes. With his hands in his pockets, he walked off the stage minding his own business. It's so unbelievable. Player No. 60 Bakuzen actually defeated Tanaka, who was ranked 59th in the last martial arts tournament. And it seems that his strength is still somewhat reserved. We have every reason to expect that player number 60 Bakuzen will be next performance. After the host Chao Yilang was stunned, he announced loudly and excitedly. Those who didn't know better thought that Shui Long, the champion of the previous martial arts tournament, was defeated. Although Chen Ming and Tanaka were not ranked high, the battle was not that exciting. But it's a good start. The audience is increasingly looking forward to the next battle. In the end, after 30 battles, Chen Ming completed the following victory. 29 other contests. Without exception, the player with the highest number plate wins. Boy, I don't care how you won just now, your luck is over. Because in the next game, your opponent is me. I will definitely defeat you. Chen Ming wanted to find a place to catch up on his sleep. Snake the Viper came to the door. He challenged Chen Ming. Then come on. Chen Ming yawned, said to Snake. Honestly, he didn't even see clearly what Snake looks like. Is it really similar to a poisonous snake? You. Looking at Chen Ming, who ignored him, Snake felt insulted and slighted. I'm so angry. Brat, just wait for me. Wait until the next stage, you will have something to look forward to. Snake glared at Chen Ming fiercely. Then he turned around and left angrily. Make up one's mind. In the competition between the two of them later, there is no need to hold anything back. This guy who doesn't know the heights of heaven and earth must be taught a lesson. Dear audience friends, welcome back. After a short break, the second round of duels will begin. First of all, our Bakuzen player will face off against the Viper Snake, who will soon become the A-level hero of the Hero Association. Snake, the Viper, is one of the favorites to win the championship in this martial arts competition. He is very powerful, but he easily defeated his opponent in the first round, and it seems that Bakuzen, who is competing for the first time, should not be underestimated. What will happen between these two people? Where's the spark? Let's wait and see. Host Chao Yilang shouted passionately, working hard to mobilize the enthusiasm of the audience. It's me again. The drunken Chen Ming shook his head hard as he was drunk. Then walked towards the ring. The opponent, Viper Snake, stood on the stage early. Boy, suffer death, following the host's order. The Viper Snake, who had long been unable to restrain himself, rushed towards Chen Ming. The moves are brutal, not holding anything back. Obviously it's the same as what I said before. Teach a kid a lesson that doesn't know how high the sky is and how high it is. Bingo. Viper Snake looked at his hands wrapped around Chen Ming's body. The corners of his mouth turned up. From the moment his hands were entangled, the winner has already been decided. So far, not to mention humans. Even the weirdos were not immune to his move. Boy, it's not too late to regret now. As long as you admit defeat, I will let you go. Otherwise. Snake looked at Chen Ming in front of him. He warned him for the last time. Admit defeat. How can that be possible? Chen Ming raised his head suddenly. Just kidding. He came here for the final championship. If he admits defeat, will the championship be gone? Shock. Chen Ming started to shock. Snake, who was originally smug, suddenly fell into a coma. He fell to the ground with a thud. Looking at the sudden change on the field. Even the host Chao Yilang on the side was dumbfounded. I don't understand what's going on. Snake, who was still aggressive the moment before, fainted on the ground the next second. Although I don't know what's going on. But according to the rules of the martial arts conference, if you lose the ability to resist, you will be judged as a loser. That is to say, the host Chao Yilang looked at Chen Ming on the side with a fiery look. The winner is no. 60. Bakuzen. Miracle. It's a miracle. Number 60 defeated Tanaka and seeded player Snake in succession. Successfully advanced to the third round. Next, he will face another seeded player, Lightning. Let's look forward to the wonderful performance of number 60 Bakuzen. Hey, I say you are too careless, right? You actually lost to a newcomer. The players are in a temporary rest area. Lightning, who successfully advanced to the third round, crossed his arms. He looked at Snake, who was defeated by Chen Ming, with a gloating look. This brat, next time I meet him, I must make him pay. Snake looked ugly. I don't know what tricks Bakuzen used. He actually made him lose consciousness in an instant. Lost the game. Don't worry, his next opponent is me. Let me help you get revenge. Okay, let's not talk nonsense. The third round of competition will begin soon. We invite player number 60 Bakuzen to join the seated player in a flash. With the shouts of the host Chao Yilang, the audience burst into warm applause. One is a rookie Bakuzen player who has won 2 consecutive victories. The other seed player in this martial arts tournament is Lightning, who is equally powerful and is about to become an A-level hero. This one is destined to be a very exciting battle. Exploding mountains, exploding mountains, exploding mountains. Blast mountain, come on Bakuzen. The audience shouted the names of their favorite players loudly. Lightning listened to the roars of everyone in the audience. Very angry. I originally wanted to teach Bakuzen a lesson, but I just paid lip service to it. But now, he really wanted to teach this guy named Baoshan a lesson and let the audience know who was the strongest. Boy, die. Lightning stared at Chen Ming, who had just stepped onto the ring. Following the host's order, Chen Ming didn't wait for his reaction. He rushed over directly. Already started. Chen Ming yawned. Shocked. Wait for the lightning to come to you. Activate the shock skill directly. How could that happen? Lightning looked proud and was about to give Chen Ming a lesson. Suddenly, he felt a huge, irresistible energy attack coming from Chen Ming. Then don't wait to react. Everything went dark, lost consciousness and fell to the ground. Bye, the game is over. The winner is player number 60 Bakuzen. Although the host Chao Yilang fought in the same way as in the second round, he still couldn't help but feel shocked. Just how strong is the guy named Bakuzen in front of you? He actually defeated the 2 seed players Snake and Lightning just by relying on his momentum. Blast mountain, explosive mountain is invincible. Burst the mountain, burst the mountain. The audience in the audience was stunned for a few seconds. Shocking shouts broke out again. Although the battle ended quickly. There's not even a process. But this does not prevent them from admiring the strong. This explains it even more. This guy named Baoshan is so terrifying in strength. You don't even have to use your hands. You can defeat 2 seeded players. It's over. Then I'll go back to sleep first, and don't call me until the next round. Chen Ming was fighting with his eyes open, and got off the ring amidst the cheers of the audience. But, what happened? Why even me? Lightning looked ugly. The moment just now, he only felt a huge, unstoppable spiritual force coming. Then he lost consciousness and fell directly to the ground. I have no memory of what happened next. Hey, is this what you call revenge for me? Why don't you look any better than me? Snake the Viper leaned against the wall. He smiled playfully at the lightning that turned into a joke. You. Lightning glared at Snake angrily, but couldn't refute. Because Snake is telling the truth. He couldn't resist at all. But don't worry, even though you and I are no match for him, what Bakuyama is going to face next is Black Tiger, who was defeated by Suiryu in the last competition. I heard that Black Tiger has been training hard this year in order to avenge last year and want to defeat Shillong, but he didn't expect that guy Shillong didn't come, but this is just right, just in time to teach that guy Bakuzen a lesson. I want to see. Facing a strong man like Black Tiger, that guy named Baoshan can still be as arrogant as before. Viper Snake showed excitement on his face, looking forward to the next scene. Is it actually that guy from Black Tiger? Ha ha ha, now you can see it. Lightning also showed the joy of getting revenge. I fantasized about the embarrassing scene of exploding mountain next. Oh, audience friends, this next competition is the most important. The audience last year must have been deeply impressed by the finals competition. At that time, the Water Dragon player fought fiercely for nearly half an hour, and finally won the final championship with one move. And the person who fought against the Water Dragon player at that time was the Black Tiger player who was going to appear next. Last year, he lost to the Water Dragon player who completed the 4-time crown by one move. This year, will the Black Tiger player get what he wants? Let us all wait and see. Let's see who wins in the end. This is the martial arts tournament. The biggest dark horse Baoshan player is still the Black Tiger player who is aiming for the championship. Invite both players to come on stage. Next, the competition begins. Facing what may be the most intense and exciting battle in this martial arts tournament. Chao Yilang gave a good introduction. Then he stepped aside, waiting for the battle between the two sides to begin. Last runner-up, Chen Ming listened to the host's introduction. Keep your spirits up. Investigative eyes. Name, Black Tiger. Age, 36. Strength, Tiger level peak. Skills, Black Tiger down the mountain, gravity cannon fist. Peak Tiger level. Chen Ming shook his head. Let yourself be more awake than before. After all, there is still a bit of a gap in strength between the two. You have to be careful. Boy, I know you can use some weird moves, but I won't give you such a chance. Black Tiger looked into Chen Ming's eyes. The fighting spirit is high. Although there is no way to take revenge on Water Dragon this time. But it is also a joy to meet such an interesting opponent. The Black Tiger comes down the mountain. Chen Ming raised his eyebrows. Unexpectedly, the opponent would use skills as soon as he came up. Black Tiger's speed suddenly increased. He jumped high into the air, and then suddenly rushed towards Chen Ming below. It's quite a bit like a black tiger descending the mountain. Chen Ming was nimble on his feet and dodged quickly. While dodging Black Tiger's attack, he punched Black Tiger in the abdomen with his backhand. Black Tiger raised his eyebrows. In an instant, he burst out with a speed no less than that of Chen Ming, and dodged Chen Ming's attack in time. First round down. Neither of their attacks could hit the other. It was a tie. Good boy, you have a chance. You have to be careful next time. Black Tiger's face showed a bit of excitement. Then he raised his eyes. He rushed towards Chen Ming again. This time, he used a second move against Chen Ming. Gravity cannon punch. Chen Ming suddenly felt his body sink. He was suppressed in place by an invisible force. Interesting. The corners of Chen Ming's mouth rose. His eyes gradually became serious. Since there is no way to escape, then, let's face it head on. The corners of Chen Ming's mouth rose. Quickly put on the Predator's gloves. The two fists collided heavily. There was a sonic boom. The shock wave stirred up layers of smoke and dust. Don't talk about the audience. Even the host Chao Yilang didn't see clearly what happened. As the smoke disperses, everyone's eyes widened. What? As the runner-up last time, the Black Tiger player narrowly lost to Shuiryu. At this moment, he was kneeling on the ground with one knee, covering his chest with one hand, and bright red blood flowed from the corner of his mouth. Contestant number 60, Explosive Mountain, stood there as if nothing had happened. Fortunately, Chen Ming breathed a sigh of relief. Fortunately, he hasn't given the Predator gloves to Saitama yet. At the crucial moment, Predator's gloves trigger the block skill. Blocked Black Tiger's gravity cannon punch. Then he took advantage of the gap. He punched Black Tiger with his backhand. You are very strong. Black Tiger glanced at Chen Ming. Leave a message. Then he fell heavily to the ground. I declare that in the end, the winner of this round of competition is contestant number 60 feet Explosive Mountain. The host Chao Yilang was stunned for a while. Only this time did I react. He hurriedly announced to everyone. Bakuzan actually won. What happened just now? Isn't it incredible? This Explosive Mountain is so strong. How could this be? If I had known, I would have bet on this guy. This is an odds of 100 to 1. The audience in the audience all had expressions of disbelief on their faces. Although this Exploding Mountain defeated two seeded players in the first two rounds. But the seeded players are also divided into strong and weak ones. Like Snake and Lightning, they are all low-ranked seeded players. But this Black Tiger is different. Black Tiger is the number 1 seed player in this competition. It can be said that no Water Dragon participated. The championship is guaranteed, but I never expected it. On the way, this guy named Explosive Mountain unexpectedly killed him. Not only that, this Exploding Mountain also defeated the second seed. Among the remaining opponents, there is not even a seeded player. It can be said that when Explosive Mountain defeated Black Tiger, he has become the champion of the 19th Martial Arts Conference. And this soon became a reality. All the way to the finals. The opponents all chose to admit defeat. Joke. Even Black Tiger is no match. Not to mention people like them. Let us congratulate contestant Bakuyama for winning the championship of the 19th Martial Arts Tournament. Host Chao Yilang grabbed the microphone and loudly announced the winner of the 19th Martial Arts Conference. Is this a championship? Chen Ming was confused, except when fighting against Black Tiger. Take action seriously. The other games were almost unimpressive. Especially the later games. He came on the stage half asleep, went through the motions and already won the victory. Some didn't even play. It's already won. I never thought it would be so easy to win a bonus of 3 million. Looking at the 3 million bonus check he just received in his hand, Chen Ming felt happy. With this money, I can finally have a little more space on my hands. Teacher, are we late? It seems that Big Brother's game is over. What, is the teacher's competition over yet? Fortunately, I came here as quickly as possible. Just when Chen Ming was about to leave, Genos and Saitama finally arrived. When the two saw Chen Ming, they quickly greeted him. Teacher, Big Brother. Well, Chen Ming's mouth twitched. A black line at one end. He has already put on makeup. How come these two guys still recognized him? Teacher, what is this painted on your face? Is it a beard? Hugh stepped forward and stared at Chen Ming, looking around. Brother, are you worried about not growing a beard and lacking masculinity? But from the current point of view, brother, your situation does exist. According to the database, men begin to grow beards during adolescence, and as you age, your beard will become more and more lush. This is a physical factor. Brother, you can't solve the fundamental problem by painting a beard. But don't worry, I'll call Dr. Kusno right now. I believe he will be able to think of a way to solve this problem. Chen Ming's mouth twitched. Something like that. It was bad enough to have Saitama before. Now here comes another Genos. It's so bad that the mother opened the door for her, she's so bad. This is called disguise, is it okay to pretend? Chen Ming rolled his eyes at the two of them. Turn around and leave. Disguise. Teacher, you are so good, why are you disguising? Is it because you are not confident in your appearance? In fact, I think you look pretty good, teacher. Although you are a little worse than me, you are pretty good looking. Teacher, you have to be more confident. Brother, disguise relies on props. If you just rely on colored pens to paint on it, it will be very easy. I happen to know a few makeup artists. I will contact them right away and ask them to help you with makeup. Chen Ming was so nagged by the two that he almost collapsed. I really want to ask. Can we kill Saitama and Genos directly? It doesn't matter even if there is no reward. As long as it can make the whole world clean, it is enough. Hey, teacher, don't go too fast, we won't be able to catch up with you. Chen Ming left as quickly as possible. Only then did they get rid of the Sui Nian duo for the time being. Chen Ming, it's been almost 2 days, where have you been? Chen Ming just returned to the dormitory. Chen Xianghezi stepped forward with a worried look on his face and asked with concern. Nothing, I'm just taking a walk. Chen Ming made an excuse to cover up the past. Just walking around. What, you're not going to explain to us, when did you change your name to Bakuzan? Xiao Daochun on the side glanced at Chen Ming, and then pointed to the TV beside him. Just this afternoon, the 19th martial arts tournament has ended successfully. The Dark Horse player number 60 emerged from the mountain and defeated 3 seed players in succession, including Snake and Lightning, who are about to become A-level heroes of the Hero Association, and the Black Tiger player who lost to the champion Suiryu last year. Next, some battle scenes were played. Well, Chen Ming's mouth twitched. Careless. If I had known earlier, the TV station would film it. He must put on good makeup. At least it won't be like this now, where you can recognize it at a casual glance. I heard that the champion of the martial arts competition will receive a bonus of 3 million. How much is 3 million? I have never seen so much money. Xiao Daochun looked a little curious. Although my family is rich, the money belongs to the family. I only have a few 100,000 at most. Compared with Chen Ming, I feel so poor. Chen Xianghezi also came over. Chen Ming, let alone half of the 3 million bonus when we meet, at least you have to be considerate and help us buy some gifts or something, right? Xiao Daochun smiled slightly. Asaka Heka, Sykes, and even Hell Fubuki started to feel excited. After all, which girl in the world can refuse a gift? Don't forget, there's me too. It's you. Chen Ming was shocked when he saw the tornado coming out of Hell Fubuki's room. I originally thought that the tornado had already left. What, you really don't want to see me? A trace of dissatisfaction flashed across Tatsumaki's face, and he crossed his arms over his chest. No, It's not. Chen Ming shrank his neck. Joke. Even if you really don't want to see it, it's impossible to say it. Moreover, there is still a great cause unfinished. I have to find an opportunity to complete it later. Let's go, we're all ready. Let's go. Xiao Daochun grinned. Stand up straight away. He stepped forward and pulled Chen Ming out. Chen Xianghezi covered her mouth and snickered, chasing after him. Sykes, Hel Fubuki, and the 3 girls from Tatsumaki also followed behind. A group of 6 people set off towards the nearby department store. Wow, so many beauties. So beautiful. Who is this guy? Why is he accompanied by so many girls? It must be the rich second generation of that big family. I curse these rich second generations to never be rich again for the rest of their lives. What am I doing? Chen Ming listened to the increasingly outrageous words coming from around him. My nose was almost crooked with anger. Is it okay if I don't lift for the rest of my life? Wrong. I am not a rich second generation. After reacting, Chen Ming felt much relieved instantly. This is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. And this, I like this too. Chen Ming, come here quickly. Do you think this handbag looks good? Xiao Daochun and Chen Xianghezi entered Baihua Mall as if they were having fun. Looking around for the right gift. Look at each gift with a light in your eye. If you like it, buy it. Just think of it as a meeting gift from me. 3 million bonus in hand. Chen Ming also became tough when he spoke. He waved his hand and said proudly, Chen Ming, you are so kind. Haha, thank you Chen Ming. Chen Xianghezi and Xiao Daochun heard what Chen Ming said. There was an unstoppable smile on his face. Started his own sweep. Sykes, aren't you going to pick something out? Chen Ming looked at Sykes standing there, not choosing for a long time. Asked curiously, I can do anything, or just this. Sykes picked up a beige dress. Just when Chen Ming was about to fall asleep. The girls finally made their choice. Then handed over to Chen Ming to settle the bill. Hello, sir, your total consumption is 3.06 million. Did you pay by cash or by card? How many? How many? Chen Ming wondered if he had heard wrongly and had an auditory hallucination. He actually mistook 306 as 3.06 million. That's all. How could it be more than 3 million? Right, absolutely impossible. Chen Ming pretended to be calm. Cheer yourself up in your mind. Just when my eyes accidentally glanced at the price tag on Sykes' skirt. He almost lost his balance and fell to the ground. One skirt actually costs close to 6 figures. The prices of the items selected by the other women were also very similar. Chen Ming's heart was bleeding. Is it easy for him to disguise himself, sneak around, and work so hard to win a championship? The 3 million bonus that I finally got. As a result, it was gone before it even warmed up. And it's gone when it's gone. They even put in 60,000 yuan. Where does this make sense? But I was all pretending. If you don't buy it now, it won't make sense. Chen Ming gritted his teeth. Take out the 3 million check bonus you just received. Then I scraped together enough to get 60,000 yuan. Thank you Chen Ming. Hehe, Chen Ming, you are so kind. HMPH. Don't think these gifts can buy me. I tell you it's impossible. The 3 girls Xiao Daochun, Chen Xianghezi, and Tornado expressed their opinions one after another. As for Hel Fubuki, he just glanced at Chen Ming and didn't even say a word. Sykes, on the other hand, was flushed and a little shy. She wanted to say something, but was too embarrassed to speak, so she stood aside coquettishly. By the way, how about we try it here? Chen Xianghezi suggested. Okay, if it doesn't fit after you try it, you can change it. Xiao Daochun immediately agreed. ? Love is not about spending your own money. So you didn't even watch it? Chen Ming has a black streak on his head. I don't know what to say to express my feelings at this moment. HMPH. I'm going back to the headquarters later. If it doesn't fit, I have to come back to pay it back. It's too troublesome, so just try it here. Tatsumaki turned his head proudly and carried the bag to another fitting room. Sykes and Hel Fubuki entered the last 2 fitting rooms. Chen Ming, what do you think of me? Does it look good? Chen Xianghezi came out first. Lace fish socks make Qian Shanghezi's legs longer and straighter. The little black leather skirt is in just the right position to arouse countless reveries, but it won't really reveal anything. The upper body is a small vest, paired with a small black leather jacket. According to Chen Ming's words. One word, absolutely. This outfit is a perfect match for Asaka Heka. Why do I feel like this dress is a little too small? Xiao Daochun was the second to walk out of the fitting room. Wearing a black and white professional OL uniform completely accentuates your perfect figure. It's just that the model of the top seems to be a few sizes too small. Xiao Daochun seemed to be severely strangled. Not to mention that Chen Ming felt unbearable. Even Chen Xiang Hezi on the side cast envious eyes. This dress is very nice, I like it very much. Tatsumaki was the third one to come out of the fitting room. Tatsumaki put on a light black skirt with high slits and was very satisfied. It also circled twice in the air. Look, can't see. Chen Ming looked at the tornado calmly. I originally thought that after changing my clothes, I would definitely be able to find the answer. But the results were quickly disappointing. Still the same bird as before. Nothing can be seen. Chen Ming could only look away in disappointment. In the end, Sykes and Hell Fubuki walked out almost at the same time. Hiss. When I saw Hell Fubuki coming out with Sykes, Chen Ming told the truth. He was shocked, because according to his visual inspection, there is no difference between the two of them. Ahem. It's the clothes that don't distinguish between top and bottom. Between brothers, he didn't say anything about their figures. Would you like to try on pajamas again? Xiao Daochun changed into a top that was a few sizes too big, and was finally satisfied. Then he suggested, as for pajamas, Chen Xiang Hezi glanced at Chen Ming who was standing aside, with a shy look on his face. Something as secretive as pajamas. Show it to a boy. But if the other party is Chen Ming, it seems like nothing, right? Ouch. Chen Ming's eyes suddenly lit up. Inexplicably, I began to look forward to it. It seems like I heard something terrible. If after watching a fashion show, you watch a pajamas show, the money seems to be worth it. Your apprentices Saitama and Genos encounter a powerful monster and are in danger. Their lives are in danger at any time. What is your choice? 1. Ignore it, life and death or destiny, wealth and honor are in heaven. Let Saitama and Genos figure it out on their own. Get the ability to see death without saving anything, not to save anyone from death, ruthless, and be able to remain calm about anything. 2. Drop everything and rescue immediately. Get Strength Enhancer plus 80. 3. After enjoying the pajamas show, go rescue people. Get the feeling of forgetting one's true love and forgetting one's true love, and increase the favorability value of all members of the opposite gender by plus 5. What is your choice? When Chen Ming heard the sudden electronic notification sound, he almost spat out a mouthful of blood in frustration. They are really two unlucky things who fail to succeed but fail to succeed. It was almost time for him to take back his books. Something like this happened, too. After hesitating for a moment, Chen Ming made a difficult decision. There will be more opportunities to see pajamas and other things in the future. And if Saitama and Genos die, where can he go to find additives to increase his strength? Chen Ming, don't leave. We haven't changed yet. Xiao Daochun was about to take the newly bought lace translucent pajamas to change into. Then he saw Chen Ming rushing out. Is Chen Ming angry? Is it because I didn't immediately agree to change into pajamas? Chen Xiang Hezi looked at Chen Ming's retreating figure. Suddenly I felt a little guilty. As for Hell Fubuki and Sykes, a flash of anger flashed in their hearts. They had just made up their minds, but Chen Ming left immediately. At this moment, Chen Ming had no intention of paying attention to the thoughts of the women. All his thoughts were on Saitama and Genos. Hello, Lolo, I didn't expect to encounter two top-notch ingredients here. A fish monster with a large mouth, wearing a chef's apron, holding a wok in one hand and a kitchen knife in the other. His eyes fell on Saitama and Genos. His fist-sized eyes were filled with excitement. Hey, who said otherwise? I was just trying to find something for a late-night snack when I unexpectedly ran into these two guys. The toad monster next to him stuck out his tongue, and his saliva could not stop flowing down. Oh, Genos's body had been slashed and injured everywhere, and he was missing a right arm and left calf. It was obvious that he had experienced quite a fierce fight before. Saitama lay on the ground, sleeping soundly, holding a wine bottle in his arms. He was obviously drunk and was lying on the ground fast asleep. There was no awareness of the immediate danger. If you want to hurt the teacher, step on my body first. Genos placed one foot in front of Saitama, and a laser beam was ready to go out in the palm of his intact left hand. Prepare to risk your life. You go and rest first, leave these two guys to me. Just when Genos was about to rush forward and fight the two weirdos, Chen Ming finally arrived. Brother, saw Chen Ming appear. Genos couldn't help shouting excitedly. Chen Ming's mouth twitched. I'm afraid I won't be able to bear this complicated relationship for a while. You take Saitama and leave first. Yes, sir. Genos helped Saitama up and left the center of the battle. Huh, here comes another guy. The big-mouthed fish monster looked at Saitama, who suddenly appeared, showing some surprise. It's just the right time. It wasn't enough before, but now I will definitely have a full meal. Toad monster grinned. At the same time, his tongue suddenly attacked Chen Ming. Be prepared to catch them unawares. Investigative eyes. Big mouth fish monster. Strength, tiger level above. Ability, splitting with flying knives. Toad monster. Strength, tiger level above. Ability, flying tongue roller. How dare two tiger level weirdos act so arrogantly? If it weren't for you two guys, maybe I even like swimsuits now. Chen Ming was furious. His eyes were locked on the two weirdos in front of him. He easily dodged the toad monster's flying tongue and rushed straight to the side of the two monsters. Shocked, the toad monster simply froze on the spot. Chen Ming seized the opportunity. Just put on the king's gloves. Punch at the toad monster. However, just when he was about to finish off the toad monster, a dangerous aura suddenly came from behind. If you continue to attack, you can kill the toad monster, but you may also be severely injured. No way. Chen Ming could only give up the attack. Change positions and create some distance. Old Toad, wake up. This guy's moves are very weird, be careful. Don't fall into his trap again. The kitchen knife drew an arc in the air and returned to the big mouth fish's hand again. What happened to me just now? The toad monster heard the reminder from his companion big mouth fish. He also woke up from his hazy state. Shock is useless to this guy. Chen Ming was very surprised. This is the first time I have encountered this situation. Before, it didn't matter whether I was facing people or weirdos. As long as the strength is not too different from his, everyone will be tricked. This large-mouthed fish is the first one in front of me. Could it be that this big-mouthed fish has any special abilities? Chen Ming immediately thought of the theory that attributes in One Punch Man restrain each other. Just like when the Weird Association launched a riot. The hero who used electricity was restrained by two weirdos who were not afraid of electricity. The big-mouthed fish monster in front of him seemed to be immune to mental attacks. In that case, Chen Ming's feet moved again. Quickly disappear in place. Rush towards the two weirdos in front of you. Shocked, Chen Ming rushed to the two weirdos. Turn on the shock skill again. Hello, stupid humans, Mr. Fish is not afraid of mental attacks. No matter how many times you attack, it will be useless. When the big-mouthed fish monster saw Chen Ming, he launched the same mental attack as before. He scoffed mercilessly. Yeah, the corners of Chen Ming's mouth rose. Suddenly twist the body and change the direction of attack. Aim at the toad monster, who was shocked again. This time, don't wait for the big-mouth fish to come to the rescue. Directly punched out. The toad monster hadn't reacted yet. It has already been solved by Chen Ming. Old Toad. The big-mouthed fish looked at its companion, who died tragically. There was only time to let out a shout. Human, you actually killed my best friend. I want you all to pay for it with your lives. The big-mouthed fish monster looked at Chen Ming, his face gloomy, and his pair of dead fish eyes revealed endless anger and murderous intent. Throwing his hands, the kitchen knife and wok in his hand, all flew towards Chen Ming. Chen Ming changed positions again. Easily dodged the attacks of the giant fish monster. Although shock doesn't work on the big-mouth fish monster. But now the toad monster has been dealt with, in a 1 versus 1 situation. The chance of winning against the big-mouth fish monster is still very high. Chen Ming raised his eyebrows. After dodging another attack from the largemouth fish, quickly run straight towards the giant fish monster. Then he raised his right fist and took aim. King's gloves, deliberate punches, release them all. Ding! Congratulations to the host for successfully killing the tiger-level bigmouth fish monster and obtaining a strength enhancer plus 120. Ding! Congratulations to the host for successfully killing the tiger-level bigmouth fish monster and obtaining a physical enhancement agent plus 120. Ding! Congratulations to the host for successfully killing the tiger-level fish monster and obtaining speed enhancer plus 120. Ding! Congratulations to the host for successfully killing the tiger-level largemouth fish monster and obtaining a piece of high-quality fish meat. Ding! Congratulations to the host for successfully killing the tiger-level toad monster and obtaining a strength enhancer plus 120. Ding! Congratulations to the host for successfully killing the tiger-level toad monster and obtaining a physical enhancer plus 120. Ding! Congratulations to the host for successfully killing the tiger-level toad monster and obtaining speed enhancer plus 120. Ding! Congratulations to the host for successfully killing the tiger-level toad monster and obtaining a pair of toad and frog legs. Ah! Chen Ming's mouth twitched. He can also understand high-quality fish. But what the hell are these toad frog legs? Can this be eaten too? If I remember correctly, toads are poisonous, right? Although this guy didn't use poison just now, it doesn't change the fact that it itself is poisonous. Ding! Toad frog legs contain a small amount of toxins. After use, they can increase a certain amount of resistance to poison. Anti-toxicity. Chen Ming was complaining and preparing to throw away the pair of toad legs. Look at the system prompts. Stop it immediately. The more I look at the two toad frog legs in my backpack, the more I like them. Unexpectedly, after eating it, it can actually increase a certain amount of resistance to toxicity. This is a good thing that you can't even find in a lantern. Character column. Name: Chen Ming. Age: 20 years old. Strength: 6050. The maximum strength of a normal person is 10. Constitution: 6020. The maximum value of a normal human body's constitution is 10. Speed: 6070. The maximum speed of a normal person is 10. Combat skills: intermediate martial artist combat skills, reconnaissance eye, clairvoyance, shock, and inspiration. Passive: the original intention remains unchanged, the heart is fearless, the benevolent heals the heart. Weapons: King's gloves blue, 8 spear thrust blue, Predator's gloves green, spare. Comprehensive strength evaluation: tiger level medium. Heading towards the tiger level, one step closer. The corners of Chen Ming's mouth rose. He hummed a little tune and turned around to leave. Brother, you are so amazing. Watching Chen Ming easily take care of the two weirdos with just a few moves. Genos was surprised, although I have seen Chen Ming's strength before. But at that time, we were only dealing with wolf-level monsters. But now the weirdo has tiger-level strength. In his opinion, facing such an enemy, even Chen Ming should be in a tough fight. After all, these two weirdos forced him into a desperate situation. But I never expected it. It only took a few breaths before and after. The battle is over, it seems. The gap between him and Chen Ming. Not only did it not shrink, still expanding, and it's still expanding at a terrifying speed. I was really overestimating my abilities before. He even tried to surpass his elder brother. A somewhat bitter smile appeared on Genos' face. Exercising shouldn't have any effect on you, but can't you improve your strength by replacing parts? I believe you still have a lot of room for improvement. Come on. Chen Ming patted Genos on the shoulder. Thank you for your advice, brother. I will definitely keep your advice in mind. Genos bowed respectfully to Chen Ming. Chen Ming was panicking when he saw it. Could it be that I accidentally said something that I shouldn't have said? Okay, it's getting late. You should go back quickly. First, go find Dr. Kusno to repair your body. I'll take Saitama back. Chen Ming coughed a few times and gestured to Genos. Yes, sir. Genos nodded heavily and sent Saitama to Chen Ming. Then he jumped and quickly disappeared into the night. Ah, oops. Chen Ming looked at Genos' retreating figure. Just suddenly I remembered. He still had something to say. Be prepared to put aside the previous issues of being brothers and not being brothers. After all, words spoken while drunk do not count. If it really doesn't work, at least don't talk about a big brother all day long. It always sounds a little weird. Never mind, let's talk about it next time. Chen Ming looked at Genos, who had long since disappeared. He shook his head helplessly. He supported his great disciple and walked towards the dormitory. Not long after Chen Ming helped Qiu leave, several strange figures appeared nearby. Old Toad and Big Mouth were killed. Several weirdos looked at the corpses of the toad monster and the big-mouthed fish monster. There was a look of shock on his face. Then came the fury. Who is it? Who did it? Don't worry, Old Toad, Big Mouth, I will definitely avenge you. The snake-shaped monster roared into the sky. Swore. On the other side, Chen Ming took Saitama back to the dormitory. Sent Saitama back to the room and prepared to go back to rest. But he was stopped by Chenxiang Hezi. What's wrong, Hezi? What's the matter? Chen Ming yawned, so sleepy that he couldn't even open his eyelids. Me. Chenxiang Hezi lowered his head, with a bit of hesitation and shyness in his eyes. For a moment, I didn't know what to say. What's wrong with you? Chen Ming looked at Chenxiang Hezi, who had been squirming for a long time without saying anything. Confused, I don't know what kind of medicine is sold in Chenxiang Hezi gourd. You come with me. Chenxiang Hezi gritted his teeth and finally made up his mind. Holding Chen Ming's hand, come to the bathroom, then lock the door. Chenxiang Hezi, what are you going to do? Chen Ming was stunned before he finished speaking. He stared blankly at the scene in front of him. How about it? Do my pajamas look good? The face of Chenxiang Hezi is red. Holding back the shyness in her heart, she felt Chen Ming's eyes resting on her, which revealed a bit of joy. Gudong. Looking close at hand, Qian Shanghezi was wearing a hollow black lace pajamas. Especially in a small space like a bathroom. You can also clearly smell the faint aroma of Chenxiang Hezi. Chen Ming swallowed subconsciously. My mouth feels a little dry. He had experienced such stimulation. Chen Ming, why are you bleeding? Were you injured before? Are you okay? Do you want to see a doctor? Chenxiang Hezi was waiting for Chen Ming's answer. Watching Chen Ming suddenly have a nosebleed. Startled, with worry on his face, he quickly stepped forward to check Chen Ming's condition. I'm so excited. No, not anymore. Chen Ming felt his blood surge all over his body. The whole person seemed to explode. If we stay any longer, we don't know what will happen. Under the silent night, a man and a woman are alone in the same room, and the atmosphere is ambiguous. What are your plans? 1. Take advantage of the opportunity and take action. 1. It successfully. Get strength enhancer plus 50. 2. The overlord raises his bow forcefully. Show the domineering side of men. Physique enhancer plus 50. 3. Resist the temptation and think long-term. Speed enhancer plus 50. What is your choice? God, what kind of overlord is he willing to bow to? Chen Ming's original rationality was about to disappear. Hearing the sudden electronic notification sound, he suddenly regained consciousness. Can't help but complain. As for the first one, it's obviously not appropriate either. Although Chenxiang Hezi is interested in him, he also has a good impression of Chenxiang Hezi. But now if that's the case, it's a bit too fast. 3. Chen Ming took a deep breath and finally chose the third option. Things like feelings. It's better to take your time. No, it's nothing. I'm going back first. Chen Ming stood up quickly. He rushed out of the bathroom as if he was running away. Chen Ming. Chenxiang Hezi still wanted to chase him out. But I saw that Chen Ming had returned to the room. I had no choice but to give up and go back to my room first. Xiao Daochun on the sofa raised the corners of his mouth slightly. Close your eyes again and sleep peacefully. Hel Fubuki's door also slowly closed, as if nothing happened. On the other side, Chen Ming returned to the room. After taking a few long breaths, he calmed down the restlessness in his heart. However, I don't know why, but the scenes in the bathroom just now always appear in my mind. Especially when Chenxiang Hezi rushed over at the end. That sweeping view, the restlessness that has just calmed down. He roared again. Tonight is destined to be another sleepless night. Chen Ming's face was filled with a wry smile. The next day. It wasn't until noon that Chen Ming walked out of the room as if he hadn't woken up. Chen Ming, did you not sleep well last night? Why are you so lethargic? Or are you really injured? How about I accompany you to the hospital to take a look? Chen Xianghezi saw that Chen Ming was not in good spirits. He stepped forward with a worried look on his face. I'm fine. Chen Ming shook his head quickly. Joke. It took him a long time to recover. If I come into contact with Chen Xianghezi again. That's not bad. Okay Hezi, Chen Ming doesn't seem to have anything wrong, so you don't have to worry too much about him. Xiao Daochun on the side stepped forward and took Chen Xianghezi's hand. Really? But, Chen Xianghezi still had a bit of worry on her face. Can I still lie to you? Chen Ming is definitely fine, but if you continue to go there, something might really happen. There was a bit of cunning in Xiao Daochun's smile. Why is this? Chen Xianghezi was confused. I don't understand why if she continues to get close to Chen Ming, something will happen to Chen Ming. Could it be that Chen Ming was injured because of her? It's nothing. Anyway, as long as you know that Chen Ming is fine now, let's eat quickly. If we don't eat, we will get cold. Xiao Daochun saw that Chen Xianghezi was as simple as a blank sheet of paper. I couldn't understand the meaning of her words at all. He simply stopped joking. By the way, Chen Ming, the teacher Kawanako came here this morning. She said she brought some news from the Heroes Association and asked you to come over, as well as that guy Saitama. Xiao Daochun suddenly remembered something and said to Chen Ming. Hero Association. What can the Hero Association do to me and Saitama? Chen Ming frowned. My heart suddenly skipped a beat. Could it be that the people from the Hero Association knew about the imposter's participation in the martial arts competition? But what does the martial arts tournament have to do with the Heroes Association? After thinking about it, Chen Ming couldn't figure out why the Heroes Association suddenly came to visit him. But as the old saying goes, it's a blessing, not a curse, it's a curse that cannot be avoided. Just wait and see. People from the Hero Association are looking for us. Could it be that they finally discovered that the teacher and I are outstanding and invited us to join the Hero Association in advance? With the teacher's strength, he is at least an A-level hero. In my words, although the strength is a bit weak, but he should be able to become a B-level hero, right? Saitama, who had just finished exercising, came back from outside. After hearing what Xiao Daochun said, I suddenly became interested. After all, mosquito legs are also meat. Anyway, the subsidy is also for white-collar workers. If you don't get it, you won't get it. If that's the case, then you go alone and I won't go. Chen Ming's attitude is completely opposite to Qi Yu's. If this time it was really to recruit him and Saitama, then he won't go. Join the Heroes Association after all. It's not attractive to him at all. Teacher, A-level heroes get a lot of subsidies every month. These are all for white-collar workers. And I also heard that A-level heroes can move freely and are not subject to the control of the Hero Association. At worst, teacher, you will have your name, just receive the subsidy. Saitama stepped forward and persuaded. I hope I can persuade my teacher to change his mind. After all, it costs tens of thousands of yuan a month. It was enough for the master and apprentice to have a snack. If you don't pick up this money, you won't pick it up. Moreover, the fact that there is a subsidy for entering the Hero Association is secondary. The main thing is, after entering the Heroes Association, he can better judge the extent of his strength. What a motivation to move forward. Don't go. Chen Ming refused again without hesitation. Joke. Now the weird association is hiding in the dark and is collecting all information about the Hero Association. Once you go to the Hero Association, naturally, they will also be targeted by the weird association. And it's not just that. Hero Association in order to get enough funds. He also specially compiled a booklet of his famous heroes, their abilities, strength, and habits. Full range of sales. It's as if they are afraid that others will not find the weaknesses of these heroes. Back then, Hungry Wolf was able to escape the cooperation of so many A-level heroes. This booklet has done a great job. Therefore, combined with all this, it is absolutely impossible for Chen Ming to join the Heroes Association. Since the teacher won't go, then I won't go either. Saitama pouted, although he was a little tempted. But I decided not to go when I saw the teacher. Saitama also gave up the idea. Originally he wanted to. If the master and apprentice join the Heroes Association together, you can receive tens of thousands of subsidies every month. If only he joined. The subsidy received was pitifully small, only a few thousand yuan. It's better to just continue to be a salted fish. As for verifying strength and so on, competing with the teacher can also verify it. Although the result every time was a beating from the teacher. Student Chen Ming, Student Saitama, are you two here? Not long after the master and apprentice finished chatting, suddenly the teacher Kawanako's voice came from outside the door. Why did you come to your door again? Chen Ming raised his eyebrows. Now it seems that I can't hide even if I want to. I can only bite the bullet and walk out. Teacher Kawanako, I'm here. I wonder why the teacher came to see us. Of course it's a good thing that I'm looking for you. To be precise, it's a huge good thing. Kawanako looked at Chen Ming with a smile. There was a bit of expectation and envy in his eyes. What a great thing. Chen Ming was confused. I don't understand what can be called a great good thing. Brother Chen Ming, long time no see. How are you doing? Is this sound? Chen Ming was stunned for a moment. With this unique tone and self-proclaimed name, there is no one else except Bang Ji Yu. Teacher, who is this white-haired old man? Have you known each other before? Yu stood beside Chen Ming. He tilted his head and looked at the old man who called out his teacher's name. Frowning his brows, then it was like discovering life. Eyes widened, pointing at Bangu in front of him. Sleep naked, what's the situation? The Grand Master of Liushui Rock Fist and the 3rd S-level hero of the Hero Association, actually sleeps naked in public. Is that a lie? Kawanako listened to Saitama's words. Stunned in place, she really couldn't imagine that a highly respected person like Grandmaster Bangu would do such a ridiculous thing. Hey, you, aren't you the old man who slept naked on the street before? Ahem, Brother Saitama, it was a misunderstanding before. I was a little exhausted after a battle with a powerful weirdo, so I took a short rest. Bang Ji Yu scratched his face. It's actually true. Kawanako on the side was dumbfounded. I originally thought it was Saitama's random talk. I never expected that it turned out to be true. Moreover, Grandmaster Bangu personally admitted it. Bangu, what do you want from me? Chen Ming came to the front and looked at Bangu, who was aside. I actually came here for two things. The first thing is to express my gratitude to you. Thank you for saving my apprentice Hungry Wolf from the hands of the weirdo. Bang Ji Yu smiled at Chen Ming and signaled. It's just a piece of cake. You're welcome. What's the second thing? Chen Ming asked immediately. Hey, Grandpa, you haven't given up yet. Didn't my teacher reject you last time? He won't agree to become your apprentice. Don't wait for Bangu to speak. Saitama stood up first. This is what he heard Genos say before. Although I don't know what is so powerful about Liushui Shattering Fist sect. But since the teacher doesn't want to, then naturally no one can force the teacher. The second thing. Bang Ji Yu paused, his eyes showing unprecedented seriousness. I plan to hire you to become the deputy sect leader of the sect. Except for the title, you will have the same rights as me. What do you think? Deputy sect leader. Kawanako was petrified on the spot. She originally thought that Grandmaster Bangu came here to accept Chen Ming and Qiu as his disciples. Never imagined. Chen Ming had already rejected Grandmaster Bangu once before. And this time, he even wanted to invite Chen Ming to become the deputy sect leader of the Liushui Shattering Fist sect. And the status is the same as Grandmaster Bangu, who is the leader of the sect. What is going on? Kawanako felt that her brain was almost unable to think. Bangu hopes that you will become the deputy sect leader of Liushui Shattering Fist sect. What is your choice? 1. Accept, get strength enhancer plus 80. 2. Rejection, get physical enhancer plus 80. Your choice. 2. The corners of Chen Ming's mouth rose. Sorry, I refuse. Brother Chen Ming, last time you refused to accept me as your teacher. I can understand it. After all, a proud man like you doesn't like to be subordinate to others, but this time I will give you the position of deputy sect leader. Except for the title, you have all the rights of the sect master. Is it possible that you want to become the sect master of the Liushui Broken Rock Fist sect? That's okay, as long as you are willing to join the sect master. It doesn't matter if the position is given to you. Bang Gu's eyes twitched. He quickly said to Chen Ming. Try your best to win over Chen Ming. After all, I am afraid that I will only encounter this kind of martial arts prodigy in my lifetime. I would really not be willing to miss it just like that. This has nothing to do with the position of the sect leader or not. I just simply don't want to join any sect. Chen Ming gave his reasons. Brother Chen Ming, is this your final answer? Bangu's momentum changed instantly. The sharp aura locked onto Chen Ming instantly. It seemed as if it was about to start at any moment. No matter how many times you ask me, there is only one answer, no. Chen Ming had no fear on his face and met Bangu's gaze without any sign of weakness. Okay, since this is what you have in mind, I won't force you. Bang Ji-yu took a deep look at Chen Ming. Just when the situation became tense and everyone thought a war was inevitable. Bangu's momentum melted away instantly. He has regained his former appearance as a kind old man. Just after what happened just now, no one dared to look down upon this seemingly harmless old man. Teacher Kawanako, please lead me the way. I suddenly remembered that I had other things to do, so I left first. Bang Ji-yu waved to Kawaneko who was standing aside. Put your hands behind your back. Turn around and walk towards the outside of the Reserve Hero School. Before leaving, he took a deep look at Chen Ming. Feeling Bangu's eyes before leaving. Chen Ming raised his eyebrows. From the look in his eyes, Chen Ming felt that Bangu didn't seem to have given up completely. Pity. It would have been great if I could successfully obtain the mind-reading ability from Asura. If that is the case, he can clearly know what Bang Ji-yu is really thinking at this moment. Chen Ming, come with me. Kawanako on the side finally recovered from the shock. He glanced at the direction Bang Ji-yu left. He turned around and said to Chen Ming, Teacher, what do you want from me? Chen Ming followed Kawanako to the teacher's office. Chen Ming, let me ask you, why didn't you agree to Grandmaster Bangu just now? Do you know that Grandmaster Bangu has reached unprecedented heights in martial arts? How many people want to join Grandmaster Bangu's disciples? But all of them be rejected. Now that you have such a good opportunity, why don't you seize it? You know, once you become a disciple of Grandmaster Bangu, your future achievements will definitely not be low. You may very well become the second Grandmaster Bangu. Kawanako said eagerly. Hopefully Chen Ming can be persuaded to change his mind. After all, Bangu's identity is a legend in the martial arts world. Anyone who practices martial arts wants to be like Grandmaster Bangu. But don't say it's done. Even getting close is difficult. Now someone can do it. Naturally, she didn't want to watch the opportunity slip away in vain. Teacher, don't you think it's weird? Chen Ming shrugged and asked, dumbfounded. What's weird? Kawanako frowned in confusion. I don't understand what Chen Ming means. Does it mean that in the end, people live their whole lives just to become the second so-and-so? Isn't it bad to be yourself? I hope everyone will support it and subscribe more.